All right, awesome. Let's go. Do. All right.
So I've been looking at a few coins that I think would be good for us all to take a look at and make some decisions about whether or not we want to LP them. Um, one of which is Cat Dog. It's been sitting at like the 40 to 50 million market cap for a while. And ironically, with how horrendous Sol has been doing, it's actually moving up against Sol. But that seems like a good pair that we could do like kind of like a conservative LP on. Um, one of one of the Neros is looking like it's starting a new uptrend or a second leg up, which I think could be an interesting one to LP. And then there's also smoking chicken fish, which is had been around like the 100 million market cap. It's taking a bit of a reversal right now. I think that could be a good one to see if we can come up with a good estimated guess for where it'll bottom at and maybe try and LP that.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, that all sounds good. What just give me one sec to sort out some stuff here. That's interesting that you by the way, do you think here's a question, do you think your tailoring strategies or maybe all meme coin strategies should be short term, but like geared for like a short term win versus say like doing something over multiple days, like a multiple day strategy? Or do you have like different opinions on that?
So myself, I know that I'm far more comfortable taking short-term positions on memes just because in normal situations they have such high volatility. However, I know that I've seen a handful of people in the Discord who are posting 3-day positions and 5-day positions, and they're doing really, really well in that. And so I think you have to think about memes in various categories. You have those that fall into the realm of like 10 to 100 million. And in those cases, it's not uncommon, I think, that you could find something that's paying you 5 million back to 1 million in the span of 48 hours. And that is something that, like, because the volatility is so high, unless you're doing a humongous range, you're probably not going to be able to hold a single LP position for any more than like 3 to 6 hours. So I think for the latter case, for the high volatility memes, using a bid ask, really good way to get better entries, to earn fees versus paying fees for entering a position, and then also using it to exit a position and essentially like kind of like a dollar cost average strategy. But for in terms of just like standardized LP generation, I think most people want to be focusing on larger market cap meme coins that have higher liquidity and therefore have a little bit lower price volatility.
Yeah, I've been doing multi-day strategy with OR, and it's been pretty good. I think that sort of fits the category that you talked about, where it's, a larger market cap with less volatility that can give, pretty good daily returns without, too much IL. And you could always, you could always do sort of that bid ask strategy where, I've been doing the toothpaste tube strategy. I don't know if you guys saw my
What is that?
Twitter post, but basically you you can do it one of two ways. You can go pure bid ask, or you could start with a layer of spot and then stack a bid ask on top of it. And then the idea is, as the token begins to retrace, you start getting further and further into your bid ask. And maybe when you're like, I don't know, it's kind of a judgment call. When you're like a third in or a quarter in, you rebalance it, and you rebalance it in the same shape. So you push out, so basically you take out 100%, put it back in a balanced spot, you put back in the token. So that way you've got that spot base and you're pushing the token out, and you're gonna, if it goes back up, you're gonna be selling it for more. And then you stack a bid ask on top of it, and then you're going to acquire more if it continues to retrace. You just kind of keep doing that, keep squeezing the toothpaste tube, right? If the price continues to retrace down, you keep throwing out what you have in that spot and then stack a bid ask on top of it. So your bid ask triangle kind of gets higher on the tail end, right? And then you have the toothpaste coming out of the tube of the front, right? You've got that spot. Eventually, it's going to move back up, and when it does, you're going to recover on your IL. The whole time you're printing fees, and it tends to work reasonably well. And you can usually print, if it's got enough volume, you can print enough fees to even cover your IL without even having to worry about, sort of that recovery when it goes back up.
I would love if you could do a write-up on that or like show a tutorial, because I
Yeah,
was not able to grasp what you meant. Just
yeah,
reading your
it's
answers.
here. Let me I can share my screen, I think. Let me see if I can.
How does everyone feel about the
pinned it.
general market conditions right now? Like, I know I kind of got wrecked over the last week with Sol dumping like crazy.
Yeah,
Um,
it's been crazy.
it's been a bloodbath. classic crypto vibes, going from $200 Solana to 138 right now over the course of a week.
Yeah, it's been volatile, to say the least. So let me oh wait, I can't share. Can you enable screen sharing, Ben?
Yep, one sec. By the way, I'm also curious to hear people's takes on screen shares on
Okay.
on the market. I think people want to know. It's good to talk about it too. And I think everyone here has a.
All right.
I think this is just like, oh, go ahead, Jorge.
Yeah, so basically, so you can, unfortunately, I didn't take a screenshot of the initial position, but basically you could imagine the initial position was all teal, right? And it had a shape where, or maybe I did a little bit on the top, so this is the toothpaste coming out of the tube here, right? And then this is the toothpaste tube back here, the triangle. So basically you set up a layer of spot and then throw a layer of bid ask on top of it. And then as it begins to retrace, so like say at this point we retrace the bit, and then this is when you do the rebalance. And when you do the rebalance, you first do a spot, an even spot. So like I guess I was doing Michi here. So I withdrew 100%, and then all of the Michi I had, I threw it into this spot, right? And then I did an autofill so that I've got an equivalent amount of SOL behind it. And then on top of that, I stack a new bid ask, right? So you kind of continue this. So if it continues to retrace downwards, you do the same thing, right? You withdraw 100%, you throw it into a spot with autofill, and then you continue to kind of build this triangle. So then, like, if this retraced more and we got to maybe this point, then our new toothpaste tube is going to have a higher, much higher bin in the back, and it's going to kind of slant down more, right? So you kind of continue to do that. Eventually you get to a point, hopefully if you've gone far down enough in your range, eventually you're going to get a retrace upward and you'll start to recover some of that IL. But the whole time you're printing fees. And so, the fees really help to recover any IL you're getting as you're getting, kind of incurring some IL on these retracements.
Does this thing have any tartar control?
It does. And it has white brightening. Yeah.
Nice.
So, and then, yeah, as it moves up, you reverse the process, right? So once you move back up into this range and, you're back into your toothpaste, you withdraw 100%, put it all in that spot, and then put the bid ask behind it again. And you know what? It's actually a lot like I should see if I can find this. You've probably seen this post. Where was it? It was a while back. And I can't remember who it was that posted it. It was it basically is, it just is you're bid asking with the movement, right? Wherever the price movement is, you're gonna bid ask the opposite way, and then capture it when the price moves the opposite direction. I'll have to see if I can find it, but it was a nice post. But I've been doing this for a little while. It's been working pretty well for me. I don't know, Mario. I don't know if you do like a similar strategy as well when you're doing the meme coins. And maybe Mario's not there or on mute.
On mute.
Yeah, I
So
was on
essentially,
my phone.
you're just trying to make sure that you're like heavily skewing the buys towards the bottom end of your range and
Yeah,
continuously
exactly.
adding more weight.
And
Yep.
you would only do that if you think the price would actually dip there because you want to DCA your weight down. So
Right.
your average buy is lower. And in case, like if you start at a price point and it dips for 40%, you will be able to cover your losses with just a 20% pump from that price if you convert your bid ask to a reverse bid ask or simply spot. So you're kind of in a safer place, but you also get less fees if it ranges in the top range. So this is kind
Right.
of in the middle of both strategies, like maximizing fees and minimizing the losses.
Right. Right. Yeah, and that's why I like to put a layer of spot down below just in case that happens, right? Where you sort of get that ranging action and you don't get too far deep into your lower end of your range.
All right. By the way, I'm loaded up and ready to go. But definitely was, yeah, curious to just get everyone's take on the current market conditions. A lot of people have been talking about it. I thought we haven't done it like a chat or spaces on it, so I thought it'd be good to get everyone's thoughts, while we're here.
What do you think, Ben?
You know what? I mean, I don't have any real hot takes on this thing. I mean, personally, yeah, I mean, actually, from a builder perspective, I feel like it's pretty good. Because it gives us a little bit more time. Some of a lot of the meme coins that were, there was like an increase in meme coin launches, and I think people have slowed down, right? And so that's given us a little bit more time to close the gap on integrations and build a few more things up. So in some ways it can be good too, but I mean, I don't know, and we've been through worse. So like it's not like, I mean, I always go back to like, like the reason I started on Solana, I mean, or believed in Solana, like is just all the fundamentals are good, right? Regardless of the market movements. And that has proven out over time, and through bigger dips and near death blows. So like I think those fundamentals really don't change. I think there's always a layer of hype and correction, like that happens. And we might be going through one right now. Although I'm not an analyst, so I don't track all the, like I'm curious if anyone's tracking the money, the the inflows and outflows and where what's going on and has a take on that. But I don't really track those things. But yeah, to me the fundamentals are good. I mean, what I see is a larger velocity of people building, which is always a good long-term signal. you know, and so, yeah, but that's sort of my take.
Yeah, we were it was kind of interesting. Somebody was looking at I can't remember what it was in the Goose Gang. Mario, we were talking about it last night about the is it Rain? I can't remember.
RainFi?
RainFi, yeah.
Yeah.
So they have kind of an interesting product that is similar to options, except except that it treats the premiums a little bit different when the whoever buys it, you know, exercises the option. But there's I think there's some interesting opportunities there to sort of lend soul and make some profits, you know, even though the price is dropping. Um, the risk is if you do it with borrowed funds, it's kind of like a naked call, and so you've got unlimited upside risk. But if you do it without borrowed funds, then it's more like a covered call. So I think, you know, I think when there's big dumps like that, there's going to be some interesting opportunities to employ strategies to take advantage of it. You know, from a LPing perspective as well as an overall perspective with all the different DeFi products there are out there. Definitely would have been a good opportunity to borrow it when it was up high, which actually I started doing that. I was borrowing it and then I wasn't really shorting it, but I was LPing it to just earn fees on it to cover my interest. I mean, you know, I didn't make huge gains like that because I didn't short it. I didn't, you know, borrow it and then sell it. I borrowed it and then LP'd it. So, you know, it's a pretty conservative strategy, but just kind of a way to earn a little bit of interest, get some free soul. There's
Yeah,
always
that's a
lot
great
of
strategy.
Yeah.
Can
So
we go ahead and open an LP position?
yeah, let's do it.
Can I get screen share privileges real quick?
Yeah. No, everyone, you should have them. Everyone should have them.
Okay. I want to, yeah, I'm gonna share my screen real quick, and then I think that we should do a discussion.
Yep.
And if we all agree that it's a good strat, I think we should go for it. Okay,
All right.
so this is SCF, smoking chicken fish, the best of all the chicken fishes available. And so like we have like a pretty standard like trading channel here. I don't know the exact technical analysis term of this, but it's an ascending channel. I think that might be it. So you can see here we've got like 3 touch points on this bottom bar, 3 touch points on this top bar. And so there's like 3 main things that we could see happen right now. One is we could wash trade just going sideways for a period of time. The second is we could do like another bearish movement from here down, or we could continue on this uptrend and retouch this top bar. And so like this is just purely speculation, but from like the little bit of research that I've done, smoking chicken fish has, it's so ironic that we're considering trading these legitimate investments, but it seems like it has a strong community. It's done really, really well over the past week and a half. And so like I think it has a decent chance of holding near this 100 million market cap. I have the DLM position open here. Yeah, and so right now it's paying, I think it's between 5 and 10%. Yeah, it's uh-oh. Why can I not click on this? Well, you can see here we're earning like, yeah, there we go. I think the 100 step, yeah, the 100 step is paying at 6%. See if we can refresh that. And so I think it would be an interesting one. Maybe, so here's our previous low. We could set the bottom of our range here, set the top of our range here. And so this could theoretically be a good one to hold for 12 to 24 or maybe even 48 hours. And I don't know how long you're wanting to manage this position, but it could be a good example of a lower volatility meme coin that's paying pretty well. The 100 bin step is paying at 5% right now. And if we get lucky, maybe we stay in this range. Like best case scenario is we enter here, there's a little bit of wash trading, and then we go up towards the top again, and we could exit at the top of our range. That'd be an excellent and also earn some great fees along the way. So what does everyone else think about it? What are the risks that are posed by this? What's the worst case scenario? What's our exit strategy if it goes poorly? And why should we or why should we not take this position?
Wow. I love those fucking questions. So it's amazing. Really good. Well, look, I'm here to learn, so I'll just share my thoughts on this. I think one I think it'd be great to showcase off a strategy that you with this type of token, because I feel like a lot of people are doing very short term, ride the dumps, ride the pumps kind of thing and get out. And I think look, I'm curious to know, like, well, okay, if there's any particular strategy for where this is more of an LP fee play than anything else, and what do you do when you have like this nice, like these, I don't know, larger market cap meme coins. So I mean, I'm super down to try this one out. As far as exit strategy, I don't know, actually. I'm actually not sure.
Yeah, I like it. I like the play. I think, there is risk that, you do get a true reversal, and then you end up breaking that, sort of your lower support there.
Yeah,
so I guess
we need to set a, sorry to interrupt, but
Yeah.
we need to set a stop loss if we decide to enter this trade.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna share my screen again real quick. So here, this bottom bar, we have the most recent range low. And then here,
I think we're okay. Yeah, we're loaded up now.
You got like 10,000 tabs open?
yeah, or that's only one window. I need better browser management skills.
Damn. How much
But
RAM
so-
you got in that thing, dude?
Enough, I guess. Yeah, I got this laptop for $150 off Back Market.
Nice.
Back Market, sponsor me, please. Shout out. That'd be nice.
So
But-
sick.
So here is a potential stop loss, or here's a potential stop loss. We can, so assuming we do a spot entry right now, which is not what I think we should do, but just assuming that, we could say if we go down to this low, we're at essentially a 40% loss if we exit here. And so that would be, I think that's like probably a good place where we should set our stop. So Ben, since you're going to be managing this, what we can do is just, if the horridness happens and it gets there, I think we should set our stop at a 40% loss, and that's where we exit the position that's like, oh shit, that happened. If this pattern continues, then we'll see an uptrend here. We could also see a continued down movement to this previous low right here. But if we get down here all the way to the 0.047 or approximately that range, then we should probably just close the position in a loss and have our stop loss there. That's what I would recommend.
Okay.
Okay.
And then, so you mentioned if we were to enter into a spot, but we probably won't. So if you don't enter in with a spot, how would you skew it?
So if I was going to make this trade, and also like what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a moment and describe what I think is a good strategy. And then what I really want to see happen is everyone here, regardless of whether you're experienced or confident or not, just take your best guess at what you think we should do. And then we can take kind of an amalgamation of all of those ideas. Because really the point of this right now is to discuss various ideas, to have people gain confidence in their decision-making skills, and ultimately to make decisions whether they're right or wrong. Because a day from now, we'll be able to look back and say, oh, that was right, and why was that right? And or that was wrong, and why was that wrong? But so what could be a good trade right now is to do some portion of a spot entry at this price point, and then we can do a tail underneath, whether it's a spot tail or a bid ask tail, maybe down to the 0.06 range or something like that. So we're allowing for fee generation if the price continues to go down. We're assuming based off of recent price action that'll continue going up, because that's what we've seen at these various price points where it hits this bottom of our range. And so if it goes up from here, that's wonderful. If it goes down for a bit longer, we still have SOL underneath where we can continue fee generation. And then ideally, in a perfect scenario, maybe we go down for a bit and then we continue our uptrend. So that's what I think may happen. I also think we need to consider kind of like overall market conditions, because the whole market has been going down as of recently. It'll be interesting to see how this coin is doing relative to Solana versus relative to USDC.
Yeah, I was gonna ask that, like, what do you do to do you use any tools to assess whether like a token's price movement, like how much a token's price movement is correlated to, let's say, the SOL price movement, right? Which is like, I don't know, maybe just partly weighted by overall market, but like you know what I'm saying? So like part of this price is movement is the by demand of SCF, but large part is SOL. So like, what do you do anything to kind of pull out how much one versus the other?
So I don't have any tools that I use to do that specifically. Here we can look at how the chart is with SCF relative to SOL versus SCF relative to USDC. Assuming SOL stays stagnant, which it won't, but you can see here that like compared to Solana, yeah, the chart is completely different when you look at it from a USD perspective. Because against USD, it's been going up consistently, but against Solana, the chart tells us a different story. Well, it's rather similar still. We still have, it's even more bullish against Solana because SOL's been dumping so hard recently.
But yeah, you can definitely see those price channels there.
Let's do it.
No, first you all need to think about this and say why you think this is a good idea or why you think this is a bad idea or what you think we could do to make this a better idea. I'm going to be boorish in my insistence of having like a legitimate debate prior to like entering into the position.
I like
we can
it.
take like 10 or 15 minutes to discuss this.
I love it.
Price
I fucking
coverage
love it. Let's
review.
fucking go. Let's do it. I love it.
What do you think, Mario?
Well, I mean, these high market caps are not my cup of tea because of the low return, and you always have the chance to, for the coin to do minus 50% in a day, even though it's high enough market cap. So I don't really play with these, but I agree this could be a good play because it's held quite well compared to SOL. And I think that the project is pretty legit overall. So I think we could do like 30% spot buy and 70% on the lower range. Maybe do the top range with spot and the lower range 50-50 bid ask and spot. That's probably what I would do if I was doing this coin.
Yeah, I think I would do a similar strategy because, well, that you basically described my toothpaste tube strategy.
That's what I would do.
So yeah, I would do the same thing. Go with a base spot, so that way you catch the upside, and which is what we're hoping is going to happen. But if it does go against us, I think if we have that spot base plus a bid ask ready to catch it on a potential fall, then we'll have liquidity down below, and we'll generate fees, and we'll acquire some at a lower price. And the nice thing about these, and the reason I like that toothpaste tube strategy is because it gives you time to make those adjustments, right? So if we end up acquiring quite a bit on a drop, we can rebalance, increase our spot. So we'll have that spot. We'll have a wider band in a spot, and then we can throw a new bid ask on the back. So I like it. I mean, and I've done trades like this with coins in this sort of market cap range. I've been doing it with ore for I guess for about a week or two. I did it with Rocky for several weeks and did pretty well with it. So I do like these sorts of trades as long as you're ready to catch the knife. So, if we get that bid ask below it, I think that's going to give us some cushion to absorb a fall if it happens.
Peak, how often are you updating your position? How often are you kind of refreshing your LP?
Yeah, it's a good question. I take a look at them fairly frequently. Maybe I might look at it like every hour, and if it hasn't moved down into my bid ask a whole lot, I'll just leave it. But if I see it's gone pretty deep into my bid ask, then at that point I'll do that readjustment.
Cool.
If I'm doing like a brand new meme, then I may be doing it a bit more frequently. And I'll be watching it, a lot closer, right? If it's a brand new meme, I'll probably be looking at it like every 10 minutes, every 5 minutes, depending on how much volatility there is.
How many positions do we want to try and open today? You want to go for like 2 or?
Well, I guess it all depends on what we're gonna do. These larger meme caps, I think we can put a larger amount in.
Of course.
If it's gonna be a smaller coin, then I wouldn't put too much into it. So I think it all depends on how we end up allocating the capital. I would, larger meme coin, I think we can put more capital in because there's already more liquidity out there. But
I would love to see
50K to put in.
I'd love to see 20 to 30,000 here on SCF. I'd
yeah,
love to see Mario. You do a little bit of research while we're setting up this trade and see if you can find a meme that would fall into your normal LP strategy. And we can put the majority of the remaining balance into something like that. And then maybe we take like 1 to 3,000 and YOLO it into some super high risk, ideally super high volume, lower market cap, if we can find something of that range.
Yeah, I will try, but I'm not sure if something like that will pop up because last 2-3 days have been pretty slow.
Yeah, the volume's so bad.
Yeah, the volume
Yeah.
is gone. The wash trading is now 50K per 5 minutes instead of 200K. So there's overall less volatility and less liquidity in the market. But I'll see what's on the charts now.
okay. HMC, what do you think of this play?
I mean, it works for me. I think we should do it. Sounds like a solid plan.
Let's
All right.
let's take a second and have chat share their opinions. Let's see if we can get some good alpha from chat. Chat, do you guys have any ideas? Anything you want to add?
While we're waiting for chat, I had a question. It sounds like, do you guys have a sense for, because it feels like we're talking about the downside, like the price dumping. Do you guys have a sense that it's going to dump more than it will pump, or like because I mean, what if it pumps up, right? Like maybe we're at the bottom of Sol, so maybe Sol pumps and this is already doing well compared to Sol, and this also starts pumping as well. Like what,
Yeah, that's why you want to keep an amount of spot for the upside as well, right? So,
Yeah.
I think if you did half of it in a spot all the way across the whole range, you'll be there to catch the upside, and
That's what I would do.
you won't do as well as if you went 50-50 on the whole thing. I mean, if you did spot for the whole thing, but you still do pretty well, I think.
Do fuck around and find out.
Yeah, I mean, I like to be defensive. Just because, you want to catch the dump, because the thing is that when there is a dump, there's a lot of volume, and you can really get some really great fees. And so if you've got that bid ask, you're gonna have a higher amount of capital when you're catching the fall, and you're gonna be generating more fees. Plus, dynamic fees may kick in too. So, um, I think you tend to see, you know, higher volume on dumps than on pumps. I mean, pumps, you know, see some decent volume too, but I don't know. That's just kind of my thoughts, my take. What do you think, Dirty D? I just noticed you changed your name.
Yeah.
There you go. Love it.
So I think I think your strategy is excellent. I think that maybe the most important thing in trading is to protect against large losses versus go for large gains, because like we're really aiming for consistency versus trying to make 100x overnight. But I also think I think we need to have some kind of balance, because Ben, you do bring a good point. If we're too heavily skewed towards assuming that it's going to have a downturn, then we will miss potential gains if it does have an uptrend.
Yeah.
So I would lean towards maybe 40% of our entry being a spot purchase at the current price point, and we leave 60% underneath. So we still have a good upside potential, but we're pretty well hedged if it continues to move down. Also, chat, there's nothing coming in from chat. Chat, if you come up with a good idea and a good strategy, and we get a nice gain from our position today, you're going to get a bonus. So be involved, use your brain cells. Let's make this into an interactive thing, because just sitting here and hoping that we do all the work and generate a profit from these trades, and you might get like 17 cents as a reward, not only is it going to be less beneficial for you in the long run, but like the more that people are interacting here, the more people are discussing things, then like the more benefit for everyone. So let's get some more activity in the chat.
Yeah.
Nice.
We might have a potential meme for Mario's play. So I guess Mario, maybe you can do some research on that Depressio.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think someone DLMM did from
Yeah.
Goose. Not sure how well it did. I think the fees are not good, but I'll take a look at the pool now.
Okay.
Yeah, that's from Alex. I mean, that's
Yeah.
Are
Let me take.
we cool putting? Go ahead, Ben.
Yeah. I think we were about to say the same thing. I was just curious, like, do you guys want to, how many strategies are we gonna do? Like, I mean, like, I'm just curious, how much should we put into this strategy, like, or this?
So Dirty D, you were thinking what, like 30
Yep,
30
I
grand
think
on this
30
one?
on this,
Yeah.
15 or so on our second one at a slightly higher risk, like a slightly higher risk. And then we leave 5 if we can find a really high volume one. And also we have to acknowledge that maybe we don't find the one that meets our like our requirements. And in that case, we don't open a position, because that often is a good decision as well.
Yes.
So the Depressio one has 7K volume per 5 minutes, so I don't think that's a good one. There is a banana tape wall now, that's number 3 on DEX. It just had a pretty big dip, and it has 70K of real volume in 5 minutes, so that could.
Mario, make sure you check the bubble maps on banana tape.
Oh yeah, I know.
Before we start
I know.
doing our research on a new coin, are we okay with doing 30K on smoking chickenfish?
I think so.
Yeah,
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Are
Just
y'all
kidding.
cool with 60% underneath and 40% at the current price, or do you want to do 70-30?
So you'll do
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I think we could do, so you're thinking 30, no, 40 above. So I'm thinking more in terms of the spot base across the entire range, which would cover above and below. That's usually how I set up the positions.
I think we should buy some of the token now so that we have that upside. And I guess
Yeah.
the question I'm trying to ask is,
Yeah.
what are we comfortable entering into now, and what do we want to add into our LP position as sold?
Okay. So you think like maybe 40%?
I think 30 to 40%.
On the top
Hey,
side, yeah, I think that's reasonable. We could do like 40%.
Then if we're gonna go, yeah, let's go with 40%. And then so Ben, I would say you should do like a DCA on Jupe with that would be 12,000 over the next 15 minutes or so, 15 to 20 minutes. So you're just not like dumping a 15K order.
Yeah.
All right, can
into the
someone,
liquidity.
is this the right, I'm gonna put in the chat, is this the right mint or token mint? I want to make sure I have the right thing.
Yeah. Good call.
You're correct.
Yeah.
It is,
Okay,
yes.
and then you said I should DCA. Oh, actually let me share my screen so that way.
Well, do we want to
People-
try the old throw it all in one bin trick and let the market swap it for us?
It's
I
not a
guess we
bad
could try
idea.
it if we don't have to chase it for too long, right? If we end up having to chase it, then we
Sure.
could just do a DCA.
I don't mind. I like those. I like those tactics.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to do.
All right. So okay. So this is. I just want to make sure this is the pool we want though, right? Like.
Yeah, you have
This
the
is
right
the
address.
102%. So max fee. All right, and you guys said you guys want to swap. How much did you say? You said 15%.
About
How much did
12
you
grand.
want? 12 grand.
So we're gonna
Okay.
do 30K total into the position,
And
and we're
12
gonna
grand.
try and get 40% of that into SCF to start off our
Okay.
LP.
Got it. Okay. So all right. So
I
I
would
think-
probably skip on the new memes because the volume is so bad and the ones that are up are just not good enough. I think the risk is too high for the reward we could get.
Okay.
this is 89.
One thing that we could do if we don't have that high risk meme strategy is we could try and create a new pool, whether for SCF or a similar coin, and do a really low fee, because I'd be really interested to see if we can essentially scalp liquidity from the existing pools by having a new pool with a lower base fee.
Yeah.
Oh, change. Actually, this might be a good time to.
Then your liquidity slippage.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Oh, I'll set it higher, but I don't think it's liquidity. I think it might be priority fees. But let me try this.
You may end up if that bin is split, you'll end up getting some of it right away.
Oh, I mean, I don't think it's gonna split, but yeah, it is taking more time. By the way, we're getting close. Just on the product side, we should have a portfolio, a basic portfolio view up next week. So we've been actually we're gonna put it on Edge first. So probably I would say early well, I mean in the next few days we'll have a portfolio view on Edge. That way, oh, this is already out.
Yeah, it moved out.
Nothing went in.
Yeah, I moved before.
Yeah,
You got it
it
open.
probably moved. Because let's try again. Anyway, we should have a portfolio view and some things should be a little quicker too. So we started moving like everything to the back end, a lot of things to the back end, and we so probably Edge. We're gonna need everyone's help to test. So just a big FYI, like, or heads up, like there's a.
Oh,
For
let me
anybody
grab like
on,
two bins.
anybody on that's not familiar with Edge, that's the test. And so in the URL, just replace app with the word Edge. And that's how you'll get to the test site. It all works the same.
Yeah, we just put we put newer things that need more testing on there first. So
Yeah.
they anyway, that one we'll need help testing that to make sure that to make sure that one you know, there's probably we had to do a whole slew of changes and refactoring. Like there's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of work to try to improve the performance for folks. So I'm hoping to have that out in the next few days. So that people can help test. And then like the other the other thing we'll probably look into is the whole sending transaction stuff. So we'll have a few incremental things. So I think if you're having difficulty, one thing we should have an update soon on this, but we're going to showcase off if your max cap is too low. So no matter what these modes are, this is the most you'll ever pay. This is your cap, right? So the thing is, we've been seeing that a lot of times the priority fees will blow up, you know, and when they blow up, your cap, they may exceed your cap. If the priority fees exceed your cap, then you know, like you're probably you're going to be paying less than what everyone else is paying. So you may not get in, you know. So we're looking at just like, you know, showing what it will be like first, what the actual priority fees are, so you can see if your cap is if your cap is below it, we'll let you know. And then then we're, I don't know. I mean, I feel like everyone is working on send transaction stuff right now. Like every dApp is working on that. But I think the other thing we might do is start adding Jito. Like sending transactions through Jito, like a Jito bundle.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, so that, strangely enough, that might actually improve the speed. That usually did never improved speed, by the way. It actually could have been slower. And usually most people doing it are doing it for MEV protection. But I don't know, things are a little, you know, the landscape keeps changing and people are trying different things. And so adding Jito bundle as a send option might actually help as well. So anyway, this looks like it's going to take some time. We've only
Yeah.
got
So
yeah.
Pedro, question in chat. Yes, this is a horn and I am drinking. There was a deposit. So here, cheers.
Cheers.
Nice.
Oh,
Let's see here. All right. And some salt.
trying to kill off the last of this cheap scotch, get to the better scotch.
Nice. All right. So just to reconfirm, so when the 12, what were we saying again? For the full strategy, like, so we wanted.
Do you want to go over your toothpaste tube?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're doing 60-40. So you want 60 below, 40 above,
Right.
flat spot above, and then spot or like some bid ask below. Is that?
Yeah. So you'll do a spot and you'll turn on autofill. So
Okay.
that'll throw in the rest of the SOL on the spot, and then you'll stack a bid ask with the remaining investment amount on top of it.
Yeah. Maybe I'll just withdraw and try. It can be faster if I just withdraw it. You know, we go to a lower fee one, it should go faster.
Yeah.
We want to do this. So-
What was the original total SOL amount?
89.
89.
Was it 89? Wow. This is interesting. Oh, it moved. It moved up.
Yeah. I think you got I think you got back all your SOL.
Yeah, we're in profit,
yeah,
guys. We're in
that's
profit. Let's end
Alex
the
is-
Okay,
stream.
back it up.
Alex is
We're
recommending. Alex is recommending the 1% pool. He put the link in the chat.
okay.
Now that's how you make a profitable trade, boys and girls.
There you go.
The course.
W,
class is
baby.
dismissed.
We're done. No.
That's a win.
Everyone who attended, you'll be earning 17 cents as we distribute the profits.
Speaking of which, Orion is not here to create the form for that. I don't know who's gonna do that.
I'll make a form real
All
quick.
right. Okay.
I think I'm trying to remember Dirty D, all the fields we capture. I think it's you know, the stuff you used for the Zoom, your name, your email, and then your Discord handle, Twitter handle, and then wallet address.
Cool. Sure.
I don't remember Twitter handle being in this one, but maybe it was.
Yeah, we usually like to grab Twitter handle that way.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Yeah, Ben makes a post, he can put their names in there. But it's, you know, I wouldn't make it a required field.
Well, this one's way up.
Holy cow.
Why is my thing way higher? Oh, it's because it's edge. That's why everything's on edge. Okay, cool. All right, we'll just wait a bit. Hopefully the price goes down. I've never wanted to go down so badly before. Cool. And then okay, the toothpaste strategy. What were the price ranges that we want to have for our toothpaste?
I'm going to be working on creating this form, so you guys should do a little bit of a technical analysis and define our upper and lower limits.
Glad you wanna go for it with your screen share?
Give it a shot. Let's see. Let's see. All right. This was the post I was talking about, by the way. This guy's strategy. Do this when dumping, do this when pumping. That's his DLMM strategy.
Are you sharing your screen?
Yeah, I think you
let
need
me-
to stop sharing yours. You
Good
see
old
my
MS
screen?
Paint.
You guys see my screen now?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, so this is the ultimate strategy right here.
Yeah. Good old MS Paint.
Yeah, right. All right. Next screener.
Damn, it keeps going up. Like fuck.
So let's see if I can remember. So we kind of got a price channel down here. See if I can zoom this out a little bit. If I can move this whole thing up. Doesn't look quite the same with
Oh, that's
Sol,
correct.
but
That's correct.
so I think we were looking at sort of this point here.
Yeah.
Oops.
But this is the
Maybe-
total life cycle, right? Like I feel like maybe this is why I think everyone's thoughts about maybe covering the downside makes more sense because it's only in the recent period where like the market. I mean, actually, well, if you look at this thing, actually, it doesn't look like looks kind of similar.
Yeah. So I guess here we're, oh wait, shit. Oh no, I am in Sol. All right, good.
Ah,
I think I'm in Sol.
price keeps increasing, guys.
Oh
I am
man,
not able
it's
to.
getting away.
Dude, maybe we should swap and get in, man. Let's just get in. I'm just gonna get in. Fuck it.
Let's
Time
do
to
it.
do. Let's just fucking do it, man.
Start
You're
the
gonna-
party.
It's really gonna jump after you swap 12 grand into it.
Yeah, just do a 5 to 10 minute DCA order.
Yeah, DCA.
Okay.
Booty face, how's my technical look here?
You're looking good.
All right, so you're thinking our lower end, what, like around here maybe?
Yeah, so you can see that there's two essentially horizontal movements, one where you're at right now, and then one
Yeah.
slightly lower.
Right.
And so that's going to signify a pretty strong support level. And so I think our hypothesis should be that that's a legitimate support and that the price will not go below that. Obviously, this is a hypothesis, not a
Right.
theory. And so our stop loss should be right outside of that.
So you think
Yeah.
like down here?
Correct. Maybe, I mean, so what's more important than the actual price point is the amount that we're willing to lose. So like obviously like that is a strong support level as been evidenced by price action, but we also want to define what is our legitimate stop loss for this trade and where we want to close the position if it goes to that point or below that point.
Right. So I think
I would say maybe like 0.42 to 0.44 is where we put the bottom of our range.
right.
And then maybe 0.38 is where we'd set our stop loss. So if it goes outside of our range, it's like such a gut wrenching decision to like
Yeah.
make that close because every ounce in your body is saying like, oh, it's gonna pump, it's gonna pump, it's gonna pump. But
Right.
like the fact of the matter is to be like a high quality trader, you have to be disciplined. And even though like sometimes you'll make that close and then you look back 3 hours later and it pumped right back into your position, like the key is consistency over time. And the way you do that is by having to find stop losses.
Yeah.
Never look
I'm
back.
saying this now to remind myself that I need to do that as well.
So you thinking stop loss down around here, like 3.8?
Yeah, that's like, I mean, we're going to take a sizable loss if we get down there, but that's like, that would be essentially saying that our support has broken and
Right.
it's now moving further down. And so that would
Okay.
be a reasonable place to put a stop loss.
And then the top of our range, you want to leave it up here, right?
Yeah, I mean, if we close out there, then
Yeah.
we have made a awesome profitable trade.
All right. All right, so I'm gonna put some numbers here in chat, Dirty D, and maybe you can also throw these on your chart, double check them on your end, make sure everything looks good. I am in Sol. I'm looking at price. Looks like our top range is up here. Bottom range down here. We're gonna put bottom ranges down here for 2. Okay.
One thing that we should also do, and you've kind of covered this, Geek, is that we're rearranging our LP as price moves so that if we do pick up a good chunk of tokens at a lower price point, we should swap out that bid ask and either put it back into a spot or maybe convert it to a bid ask on the positive range.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was gonna ask why spot on the positive range? Why not just bid ask the other way?
Well, so
You're not going to
When
get
you're
as
doing
much as fees if it ranges, right?
Correct. Yeah. So you're asking yourself the question, are you more confident in the price increasing to the top of your range? And if you're confident in that, then you would want to do a bid ask,
Yeah.
selling more of those tokens at a higher price point. Or are you more confident in it range trading for a longer period of time in which you want that spot because you're doing increased fee generation?
Right.
A lot of times I'll do half and half because I'm just hedging my bets in that case. But like I think like the DLMs are wonderful for fee generation, but I think it's paramount and first and foremost we have to consider like price action. We need to acknowledge that we are making a trade right now. We're not just doing an LP position.
Right.
I usually do half and half. I'll do half spot so I get decent fee generation, and then I have half in bid ask so that I'm selling my coins at a good price point as well.
We could do it that way.
Let's do it.
Ben, did you do a dollar cost average to enter?
Yeah. Yeah. For those who you can actually I'll just share my screen so people can see. I don't know if for those who haven't uh, if you haven't used Jupe DCA, so I set up a DC. You can set up your I mean I'm not going to do this one, but you can set up your DCA and then you can set the interval of the trades and how many trades. There's actually this cool strategy. If you enable the pricing strategy, you can kind of sort of ensure a price range that the DCA will trade at, so like if it totally dumps down or pumps or something, and you're kind of protecting yourself. But anyway, it's running right now. I put it every minute over. Well, there's 6 minutes left, so I think I put it on 8 minutes. And
We could start. Go ahead and create the position with what we've got, and then just stack on top as
Yeah.
it comes in.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's do that. So do we still want this 100 bin step 2%,
Now, 1%.
or you want the 81%, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So and you said you want to do like just spot across the price ranges. What were the price ranges?
Yeah. So if you look in the chat, I got the top range at 00087, and then the bottom range at 00042. Unfortunately, with this bin step, that's going to result in multiple positions. So we got to be careful with
It's gonna be
with their bid ask. Otherwise, we end up with a sawtooth pattern.
oh, this is just it's pretty much so you just want me to put spot with what I have right now, or
Yeah.
We're gonna need to open a second position to get the remainder of our soul underneath.
yeah.
Well, why don't you go ahead and extend the range, right? So
Oh,
it's at 00042, right?
00042. Actually, it popped over to this. Okay, and then this was 87. All right. Yep. This look good?
Yep. Let's do it. Let's drink.
By
It's
the
up-
way, someone in chat said I'm not capable of growing a beard. By the way, it's just not possible.
I got you.
Yeah, heavy. We can cut ours off and get someone to braid it together and send it to Ben as a Christmas
And then
present.
paste it on me. Dude, if we have a big win, if we start winning, man, if I recoup the losses and start winning, we're totally doing it. like if this whole thing works out, holy shit, man. Holy shit.
Hey, if
It'll
you're
be Santa Chow.
getting a profit, I'll eat a whole stick of butter live. I'm serious.
This is how you get views, guys.
This is how we get views, that's right.
Yeah.
8 HMC, he actually
good.
opened 2 positions, so I think you need to take 2 shots.
Double the
Well,
shot.
Yeah.
the second one is not open yet, so you can wait until it gets confirmed.
Yeah.
Go.
It's like, oh man.
Ah.
Man, actually, this is really helpful because now I get to see with you guys what some of the UX stuff here is. Some of this, you
Yeah,
gotta really improve
it's
the.
been a little bit painful the past, I don't know, week or so probably.
Oh man,
Is that
that's
because of the transaction volume on the network?
Yeah.
It's not just a beard. This must.
no, it's I I'm not deep into and I need to come up to speed on everything going on, but there is oh, you see that you can retry the transactions and then
Yeah,
it does it again for you. So
beautiful.
um so that's cool to see that work. That's cool.
Cheers.
There, yeah, I don't know. To be honest, there is a lot going. The landscape is very different. It's the the transaction stuff is a very fluid, dynamic situation. So like a lot of apps have are now running their own validator, right? And Helios just recently became #1. It used to be Galaxy. And so which means that their validator is the leader more often than not. And then like some people are implementing they're trying different things to, you know, I don't want to say spam, but like, get their blocks in. It's not really spam, but there's some other different you can take over instead of relying on the RPC and the validators to do the routing and the rerouting, you can get the leader schedule and then just like pre-send, um there's a lot of folks there's some new things going on, and so uh there also the other thing is that there's a new change in the scheduler, I think, that preferences transactions with lower compute unit. So if you have a heavy compute unit transaction, you might have less chance getting in, or you might have to pay more. So a lot more on the priority fees. I don't know, like, and it's constantly like changing. There's like stuff going on, and so yeah, I'm not like super. I'm not following it that closely, so but it's interesting to see this see what's going on. So anyway,
Then
whatever. If
can
we
we-
win big, I will wear someone else's beard. Okay, that's the TLDR. Okay, like fucking no one else cares about the other shit. Like no one cares about the transaction sending intricacy.
let's get it. I will literally shave mine off and donate it to the cause.
Oh wow. Wow. That's bold.
That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. I mean, you guys have impressive beards, man. I can only dream, man. I cannot. I can't. Never.
Thank you,
Not even
genetics.
close.
Dude, how long is your mustache? Because mine comes all the way down past my chin.
I don't have the mustache game. I just
Yeah,
have an
wow.
ordinary sized mustache.
So sick.
Right there, that far out.
Ben, do you know, are you confident about the remainder of the trade, adding some more Solana underneath for our tail?
Yeah, let's put them in bid ask.
Well, I think do we want to try to get some more of the chicken fish in there first?
Chicken fish.
Sorry,
How do we
sorry,
start
you
with
guys
the
want me to
escape
put
one?
more? You want me to do a bid ask down more, right? So we still have you said 30,000 total in the position, and we took 12,000, and so that's what is that?
17.
So we got 19,000 now. Oh, that's in that one position. How much
19.
do you have total in the overall position? So you got
7,000.
38,000. So you're at 19 out of 38. So I guess you got roughly half of it in the lower position and then half of it in the upper position.
Yeah, Alex is saying this coin is dead.
SCF?
What he says.
Bro, it's worth $100
fuck.
million.
Totally dead.
Yeah, actually, I like Walter's comment. If we're down, we create a meme coin with me and a fake beard, and then we get back. That's how we get back to profit.
That's
how we
right.
get back to profit.
Ben with beard.
Ben with beard.
That would be amazing.
We honestly should launch a meme coin one day. I think
Oh, yeah.
one, that would be like a great learning experience for everyone. And then like two, like if we like do it strategically, we can pump the shit out of it and then just like use all of the profits to give away to the community. It'd be such a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be down.
Yeah.
Actually, the cool thing is, what would be really cool. So what you can do, with our meme coin pools, right? It's like, you can lock the liquidity, but you get the fees, right? And we can
Generation, yeah.
we can like, it's like royalties, right? We can distribute, like, we can say, okay, everyone gets an equal percentage of the fees forever, right? So like say everyone on this call, you just get the fees. Like, that's it. You get your percentage of the fees for however long this token lives, that would be cool.
Well, for what it's worth, Orion tried launching Ben with Hat quite some time ago. People kind of ignored him.
No, they didn't ignore him. They didn't ignore him. I actually talked to him about it because I wasn't comfortable with it.
Okay.
That was the deal with it.
All right.
Because look, in case you didn't know, like, a lot of people have been trying to do. There was one with my dog. There was, like, a lot of people have been have done it with me, and I'm really not comfortable with it because people really, my timeline blows up with like just people trying to like leverage my reputation. Actually, it's very like I don't it's better if we create a meme coin that has nothing to do with me. Like,
I understand.
yeah.
Yeah, but think about the virality of setting a price target where you're actually contractually obligated to wear someone else's beard for a period of time.
I mean,
that is gold.
That would be cool. That would be fucking cool.
That would be the only way that Ben makes a meme after himself.
No. I'm not gonna. I can't. I don't want to have anything.
Yeah.
I can't. It's too. If we can make it someone else or more random, like that has not my name or anything, like, or I don't mind like participating in some way as long as it's not me. Like, it can't, like, it just easily gets into like people trying to leverage my reputation.
Yeah.
And then that's really bad, man.
Reputation.
That's really bad. And then people are like, "Oh, you have your token. You're pumping your bags and doing all this." Like, I'm like, "No, dude. No, I'm a protocol builder. I'm not trying to like, and the thing I think people don't realize, like, reputation's everything, right? Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
like, you guys. So
I will
like,
most likely bring it up again in the future though, because it's a very funny idea.
it is a funny idea. It's funny. No, I fucking love it. I was torn. Honestly, I was torn. When Orion and a few others, I guess, did that coin, I was both flattered and torn about it. I think people should just, on one hand, I mean, anyone can do anything, so
And you
just do whatever, right?
You just
But
need
like,
to hire an intern.
We love you, Ben.
No.
Just find an impoverished college student who will happily contractually obligate themselves to wear someone else's beard.
There you go. That's right. That's
That is the perfect solution.
Dude, we don't need an intern, man. There's just
intern with beard.
I think anyone will do it. We're in the attention economy age, man. Like, like, that's it. The Hawk Tua girl is all in, man. Like, you just need one person. Like,
what if we mint an NFT for said beard, and then you can volunteer to wear it for periods of time, and you get fee generation while wearing said beard.
Oh my God, that's so
It'd be
sick. That would be
the
amazing.
Brotherhood of the Traveling Beard.
Dude, we would have all these parties and get together. People would be wearing beards. Like,
Yeah, there
yeah,
you go.
I'm here for them fees. I'm here for the fees. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. Met with beard.
I'd like to
Um,
I'd like to share my screen and we can take
Yeah.
a look at a second coin that I think would be good for an LP position.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get some money in.
We still got to finish chicken fish too.
yeah, let me
Yeah.
you know,
Ben,
it's funny that
are you
these-
cool completing the LP position?
no, actually I'm not cool. Like, what do you guys need? You guys need to tell me because I'm not up on the toothpaste strategy. Can we go actually why don't we
Yeah, why don't
finish
you
now?
share again? Let's finish it up.
Let's finish this up. We can also cancel it. I don't know, for some reason the DCA is slower than I over
Sometimes the
5.
trades will lag
Yeah.
for whatever reason.
Oh, it's it's the
Did your
I
slippage
don't
settings?
no. It could be the thing executing the trades. So I think the DCA keepers are permissioned, possibly. The limit orders aren't, but I think DCA keepers are permissioned. So that means Jupe runs it, and then uh it's actually quite challenging to scale that kind of thing up. But anyway, I mean it's still running. Look, I don't mind just getting the rest if we want to just
I would say just do a spot trade for the rest that we
Yeah, it's
can
probably good
finish
enough.
this position.
yeah.
Good enough. Let's party.
Let's party. Hold on, let me see. So we
Yeah.
each side's order is 12. Total.
I am not nearly drunk enough. Come on.
It's another 26 maybe. All right, close and draw. Okay, and then I think I just want to double check this. So it used 63. Okay, so just 26. Wow. Oh, drop down lower. All right, cool. We've got everything. All right, so what should I do?
Bid ask.
Across this entire range again? The same range?
Yep.
Well, let's see. So we've got how much? So we've got 20,000. How much do we have in total right now? And then how much do we have to put in? So we got 100,000 remaining. We've got 40,000 in right now. So how do we want to split this dirty D? Do we want to get a little bit more spot before we layer on the bid asks? Because we've only got
Yeah.
39 out of, we got like 40 out of 150. We've only got like 25% of it in the spot right
What I
now,
would
right?
do is I would do one more spot with the remaining SCF and an equal amount of SOL underneath. And then the remaining balance of SOL we do as a one-sided bid ask underneath with the
Okay.
intention of closing that out if we have a retrace into that range, and then doing the spot and bid ask combo on the upside.
Okay.
Just to keep it
Actually, the
simple.
thing is,
Yeah, we gotta have to split it between the two positions.
yeah. So, well, it's like
So maybe put in what 50,000 into this one with an autofill, and then the rest in the other one.
20%.
I would just do an add position over the same range and it'll do it automatically for you.
Oh, just create a new position.
Yeah, that's what
That's
I
how
would
you do it. All right. And then, okay, so then you said half.
No, I
over-
would do max with the autofill using our predefined range.
Oh, but I thought we were gonna do bid ask.
On the bottom.
Oh, on the bottom. Okay, okay. All right. All right. So one sec. What were the
0.42 to 0.87.
all right, cool, right?
Yep.
Good.
So wait, that's gonna put 77 SOL. That's gonna exceed our total investment, isn't it?
I don't know.
We should have something like 220 SOL for this.
Oh,
position.
okay. All right. So we should be
Okay,
good.
that works. So
Okay.
great.
25, 26K.
Okay.
And then so yeah, so 25, 26, and then you said, oh, this is interesting. So wow, we're actually really doing it over and then the remainder, which is about like what was it, another 5K of SOL or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In this case, 4,200 or so.
You can put that into bid ask. Put it in like the bottom position where you've got the 15K.
Oh, just put it
Yeah, put it right there.
here, and then just what is that?
And then turn off your autofill.
That's about 36, right? And then we
Yep.
did ask. So this is
There
it.
you go. Yep.
All right.
Well, anyway, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. Wow. Oh, this is
Ah.
cool. We haven't done a multi-position one in a while. So this is interesting. All right. We're 30K in.
Sweet.
Nice.
All right, let's do something
So
else.
wild how in that single bin step we earned like almost like half a SOL in like one moment. And then with the more extended position, the fee generation is so much lower.
Yeah.
It's the nature of the beast.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen and load up the second coin that I think would be a good candidate. As Mario was saying earlier, there's the volume right now is trash. I think everyone is kind of like panicking and trying to see what the market is going to do. But that's also true. Yeah, I don't know. This would be a discussion for another time, but we might want to consider shifting the day of the LP Army sessions to the week so that we can get better volume. But again,
Kind of makes it hard when people are working.
Oh yeah, everyone has jobs.
It's true.
I'm not opposed to drinking, but day drinking is hard because I have a real job.
In the middle of work.
Yeah.
That's a fair argument.
I'm getting meetings sloshed. That's awesome.
So Cat Dog's another decent sized meme. It's been in this like 50 mil market cap range for a while. Someone should take a look on Twitter. I implore all of you to do your own research, but there's been some decent sized influencers who have been calling it out. And then another thing that's like a pretty strong sign is that we've been staying in this 40 to 60 mil range for almost a week now. And so
yeah,
with
that's real good. That's sideways chop, man. I like it.
Yeah, it's
Let's do it.
perfect for LPs, and it shows that the buys are equaling the amount of sells. Usually, like when a meme coin tops out, you'll see a downtrend, but this is technically, I think the term is called like a bull flag. It shows sideways movement after a new high or like a short-term high. And so that's signifying that the new buys are equaling the amount of sell pressure. And so we can assume, again, this is our hypothesis, that we'll eventually see the buy pressure overwhelm sell pressure and we'll see an uptrend. But either way, we have a really nice range right here where the price has been oscillating in between. And what I would love to test in this, and after I say this, I'm going to open it up to discussion. but I would love to test creating a new pool with a very low fee. And I want to see if we can scalp a high percentage of liquidity and trading volume from the established pools. So what does everyone else think?
0.25%.
We could even go to 0.1.
I think you're gonna get wrecked if you go that low.
Well, you just gotta go really wide. You're gonna have to open up a lot of positions.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the bin step, I'm talking about the fee. And so this would be, maybe we can do two. We can create multiple pools with the same range. I think it might be an issue because if we have like a 0.1 and a 0.25, obviously the 0.1 is going to dominate the majority of that volume and would be cannibalizing volume from ourselves. It might be a better experiment if in week one, we do a fee at a various price, like a various fee point, and then in a secondary week, we do the same pseudo experiment with a different price point or a different fee point to see what kind of volume we can get. But
by the way, what's the CA on Cat Dog? I just want to look at it myself too.
I'll put it in chat. It is cat. It's the contract.
I don't disagree with you, Alex.
Alex, I'm curious, what are you looking for in terms of volume? Like what's a good, yeah, what are people's things in terms of like a good volume to look for?
I always want to see 100,000 or more in the 5 minute. That's what I would love to see. 200,000 is like a sweet spot where you can get really good fee generation.
Does it matter like the market cap size?
I think what's more important is the total liquidity. Those usually correlate obviously with market cap, but
Yeah.
Even with like, so there's pros and cons to having high liquidity. The pro being you're going to have less volatility, and so your downside risk is lessened. With like a coin that has 50 to 100,000 in liquidity, you can lose 70% in 30 minutes or more. And so with like a higher liquidity coin like this, you'll have more time to react. And if you see the price going out of your range, you're capable of exiting the position with a bit more time to plan and make a decision. But you're also competing with more people for that liquidity, for that fee generation. And so you're going to earn less in fees.
Kind of interesting. I feel like actually it's interesting, like balancing the trader set, like versus the LP. Think like I don't know, mindset. Like it's just like I actually would think like, oh, trader, from an LP perspective, actually, if you have the small, smaller the liquidity, the more person you have, the more fees you could get, versus like if you're a trader, like I think like you'd want a lot of liquidity to have more confidence into like being able to sell back, like or like being able to exit if you wanted to or something, but relative to your size. But anyway, sorry, musing on things.
I think everyone needs to like, and this is a point I've said before, but we always have to acknowledge that we're both trying to generate fees via liquidity, but we also have to acknowledge that at one point in time, we're going to close the position and that will result in either a profit or a loss or break even, I guess, as well. Yeah, Rosen in chat said it's about being early to good opportunities. I think that's really, really key. If you can, I know we have a calls channel in Discord and that's really wonderful, but if you can find a coin that has like good community, good traction, and has a high probability of increasing in value, which also is low liquidity and high volume, that's the golden goose of LPing. So for this coin, yeah, going back to what I was thinking, it would be really interesting to see if we can scalp liquidity by doing a smaller fee pool. Or another thing that we can do, I put like kind of a top and bottom range of what we've seen our price action to show, but we could consider doing a really, really tight range and seeing if we can do really good fee generation by tightening our range. So what do people think, and what do we want to decide on this?
I mean, I think if you want to go going tight's a good way to go if you wanna keep it quick and you know, exit within a short period of time, enter and exit within a short period of time.
I have just to share my thoughts on this thing, like or the overall thing. I I um I think if we want to make volume and fees, I think it's better to concentrate and do lower bin step than it is to lower fees. Like
Why?
because like I mean you'll get volume, but it's harder to actually get um
The fee
like
generation.
yeah, I think you may not like make enough volume to like to pay back the, you know, like if you had to pick between like higher fees and uh less concentration, or
Sure.
more concentration and lower, sorry, more concentration and higher fees versus less concentration and lower fees or something. I feel like I don't, you know what? This is just personal experience. I'm not an expert, but like whenever I've gone lower fees, I've definitely gotten more volume, a lot more volume. But I don't know if I actually made it was actually like net positive. Like I made overall more fees than I would have the other way,
Sure.
you know?
Well, so right now I'm looking at the DLMs for SCF. We've got 100 bin 2% and 80 bin 1%. What we could consider is doing like a 50 bin step at 0.5 or 0.08, trying to just undercut these two a little bit and see if that works. But I also think like what would be most wonderful is if we're just able to test out these various strategies over time. I know I've seen newer coins being launched and people will put like a 5% fee, but because the liquidity is so low and because the amount of pools that are available are so low, they just crush it because they're the only pools that are available for people to trade in. And so I think, and this is again my hypothesis, and I'm hoping that we can implement some actual real tests to see
Yeah.
what is most accurate. But I think for an established coin like this, when there's so much liquidity already available, that doing a high fee might exclude us prohibitively
Yes.
from volume generation. Whereas
Correct.
with a new coin with fewer pools available, maybe doing a high fee is the correct thing, knowing that you will lose out some volume, but doing like a 5% fee versus a 1% fee and earning 5x the fee generation for each swap is going to overcome the amount of volume that you'll lose.
So the thing is, this is correct. I mean, actually, I don't know. We're in a weird world. Like before it used to be the higher the volume, the more fees would drop anyway, right? And that's because there's more competition for LPs and, you know, trying to make money on the higher volume. So it naturally drops and, you know, reaches some sort of you know, some level of equilibrium. Um, uh, I don't know. Since the start of the DEX wars, people have just been really going after low fees for a lot of the high volume tokens and unprofitable, which is why meme coins started being really profitable and better, right? Because a lot of folks were not doing that. Um, the I think the other reason why it's harder to do it is because um like normally with the high volume ones, these are it used to be like the high volumes were also deeply liquid, and so the volatility was less. So you could, if you captured the volume with the lower fees, you'd be okay in general. Like, but you know, I think with the meme coins, if it's the volatility is still, especially low liquid meme coins, the volatility is pretty high. So you might get more volume, you might get more fees, but you might also take like your IL hit, I don't know, like would be hard. So which people who normally have the high, people in the high fee pools generally have high bin steps, so their range is wider, the IL is less naturally, you know. Um, Actually, my theory on the high fee pools was just that people aren't making it on, they're not making it on volume. They're just, it's just they're it's just it's really they're just this, they're able to trade and make some fees on it. You know, it's not about making money on the volume. Like, you know, it's just that, you know, the price will move in their range and they'll eventually get out and make 5% fees on top of it, you know.
Yeah, if you can get a pool to be active at a 5% fee range, then one or two or three swaps, that being 15% or whatever it is, depending on the volume of the trade, that's going to be really lucrative.
Well, I mean, eventually it does, right? Eventually the price action will move where the 5% will just be an arb, like it'll be profitable arb, and then someone will trade it, right? So, you know, so I think that's why people are doing it and making out. Like if you're like if you're thinking, if your strategy is to use the DLM to DCA out in and out, then you're gonna ride the price pump up, you know. And if you think it's gonna pump up and you're in a, you know, high fee pool, I mean, and all the price has to do is get above your range, and then you're good. You're out. Like you're out, and you got 5% on top of
Yeah.
whatever it was, you know. So, but that's not really LPing, right? Like, so that's like trading.
Yeah.
On that note, if we could get a 10% base fee, I would go for that every single time at the LMM.
There's no 10% base fee.
No, there is 5%, but when it pumps the 10% dynamic, that's when the real money starts coming in.
Yeah. Well, I mean the 10% is the max. It's I mean, when you say 5%, it's the minimum, yeah. So it's dynamic fee. Actually, all these fees are dynamic, so it's not like it's not charging that all the time. It's charging other amounts. So, I mean, that could be something we talk about like raising the max cap. That might be something, I don't know, to do. We could totally do that. We haven't. Maybe we should. Maybe we should think about that. So
Yeah, I think for these new coins that launch, the price swings are so insane that even something as 10% base fee would probably work.
yeah, I mean, a minimum 10% seems pretty crazy, but anyway, just I think
They used to launch memes all the time with forced taxes like that, or you could have like, I remember trying to snipe coins and they'd have like a 20% buy and sell tax for the early transactions. So it's not outside of the realm of normalcy in terms of like meme coins. If you're talking about like a 10% fee on Jupe to Soul, like that would be insane.
Yeah, that'd be insane. By the way, this is what we're doing, just so it's clear, like we're launching meme coins. We have meme coin dynamic pools and they charge 15%. So and that is, by the way, we're trying to change the meta on meme coins from pump and dump to making money on fees, right? So the you know, because everyone now just dumps their allocation and walks away, right? Like, and crashes the price, walks away, and it's done. But like if they can make money on the fees, then, you know, it's a better model, because every time they drive more attention, more hype, they do things, they make money. And that's what you want from the team. That's what you want from the project. Is like, okay, the more they do, the more money they make, and thus, you know, the project and the token does well and holders do well. So that's but anyway, that's that side. So we have a big launch incoming. I think probably tomorrow. that should be awesome. But
Is it the bridge or is it a meme coin?
Meme coin.
Nah, not trying to expose it insider information.
Yeah, no,
So what?
likely, like, go ahead.
What do you all think about Cat Dog as an LP? I think we are probably struggling to find great opportunities right now because of the low volume. But again, I think this would be an interesting one to try and do a tight LP range on and see if we can increase our fee generation in that way. But
Let's do it.
and open it up to discussion. If we are going to do this, why would this be a good idea? Why would this be a bad idea? And what do we need to do to make sure that we do this profitably? I'm going to go ahead and share the chart again on my screen. Got some alpha coming in from chat. Oh, so the detective has given us some interesting information. He's saying that it's been promoted by a network of bot influencers that scammed 4 times in a row. That's relevant. All right, so I'm going to put a proposal out there. So we're going to table the idea of it being a rug because, and in all honesty, it's probably not going to rug in the next 2 to 3 hours. It might rug long term, but it's probably not going to rug in the next hours. Proposal is to LP this really tight range, and we're assuming it's going to range trade in this period for a period of time. And when it reaches our top, we're going to exit the trade profit. So why is this a good idea? Why is this a bad idea? What do we need to do to like do stop losses and take profits? And tell me, yeah, let's break this idea down.
So what's the what's the 5-minute volume on it?
18K. Did it just jump?
18K.
Yeah, the volume's definitely not great.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's one issue is that it just the volume isn't that great.
So 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour is 208 20K, and it's dropping. So if we were only doing this for 2 hours, you know, I mean, it's only dropping by small. Well, it's been dropping 6%, 2%, you know. So it was like 4K or something. So, you know, I don't know. There's 400K worth of volume, let's just say, to get potentially, and we could get, what could we get? Like 10% maybe. I mean, if we concentrate super hard, maybe we get 20-30% of that.
If it stays in our range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? And then so the fees on that on that
So this is another coin that I've been watching. I actually just entered into this one like an hour ago. It's got slightly better volume, 1 million on the 1 hour, and we're looking at 35,000 for the 5-minute. And so this would be one where we could consider trying to do an LP where we aim to close the entire position like above our entry. So let's go to chat and to the instructors and see which one they prefer. We've either got Nero or we've got Cat Dog.
Which Nero is that? Because I think there's
a relevant question.
There's been a couple of them out there. Because I've been in a Nero. I entered in a Nero earlier today as well. And I think the one I was in what might be a different one.
Yeah, the Nero you have is not the one with the most volume. There's a different Nero.
Yeah, the one that Ivan the Blind posted, that's the one that I was looking at earlier today.
So this is the other Nero, but this one is a lot riskier because we just had a huge uptrend. And so I mean, obviously like anything could happen, but we're probably looking at a further downtrend here. And with the other Nero, our hypothesis is a reversal and an uptrend from here.
Right.
So one thing that's interesting to me is, and again, this is just like kind of conjecture, but we see pretty similar formations here. This is what I'm hoping will happen with the alt Nero, is that we're right about here in our price action and we have a big uptrend. Hopefully everyone who owns this Nero will sell it and buy the other one because I just bought it. But again, like this is like a more risky trade because we have all of these people who just bought who now have the capacity to dump on us if they
Right.
so chose to.
Yeah, the other one, I saw it was basically at a new all-time high, and so I went with the toothpaste tube strategy, right? I put a spot base and then a bid ask on top of it, and it's generating some good fees. And now I've moved into my range a little bit, so I acquired some, flattened it out. It's moving a little bit more into my range, but it's another
I know,
possibility.
I know what I think I'd like to try. So I'd like to do 3 different positions. So I've had this idea, and if y'all are open to it, I'd like to test it out. So my idea is that we're assuming that this price is going to continue reversing and that we're going to range trade in kind of like a normal trading pattern. So my idea is to do an LP position, kind of like a tight range where we expect it to go, purely outside of the range where we're at now. So we might go from like, we're at 0.34 right now, we might go like something like 0.25 to 0.20. And then our goal is to have it enter into that range, generate fees for a period of time, and then exit out of that range on the top side. So we're never even like buying any of the coin. We're just predicting where the price will go for its bottom. We LP there for a period of time, and then once it exits, it essentially closes the position for us. And then you'd have to actually manually close it to protect from it going down out of that range again. But that would be an interesting thing to test. For a cat dog, and again, we're definitely limited by volume right now because nothing is great on volume. But I would like to see if we can do a really tight range for a few hours and see if we can't do a little bit of fee generation for that period of time. And then assuming this continues to oscillate up and down, which based on previous action, we can assume it will continue to do so. Caveat being, we can't predict the future, so we're making an educated guess. But it would be interesting to do a really tight range here. And then once it oscillates to the top of our range, we close it for a small profit. Say if we were to enter in here at 0.45 and it gets to 0.50, we could close that as a 10% win. Obviously, it won't be exactly 10% because we're selling as it prices up and out. But that would be like 10% is 10%, and I don't think anyone's complaining about that. And then for this Nero, could be interesting to assume a bullish pattern. We can do an entry around this with maybe a little bit, maybe like 20% on the bottom end. And then we do kind of like a high price range, and we do the remainder, whether it's spot or a bid ask or maybe a hybrid. And we try and close out here around this 0.36, kind of looking at where these previous tops have occurred, because those usually will correlate with future tops or areas where experience resistance. So I think it'd be interesting to open those 3 positions. Let's open up to the floor and see if anyone thinks those are bad ideas or whether they think they're good ideas, or if they have other ideas they think would be better.
TLDR, I'm down. I actually think they're really interesting. Just want to also call out that no, because I've never done these things before too. I think it'd be cool to see. And then just want to also call out that Alex was throwing out another option as well.
Oh, awesome.
And he says a 30-minute short position. 30-minute short position.
Yeah, he shared the frog
but if we-
frog token. I think we could.
I've been in
Pumping.
FWOG for a while. I like it. I mean, I'm down for opening a position in FWOG.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I think we should go for it. Just
Go ahead. Okay, people like FWOG.
Yeah, buddy of mine, he made more money off of FWOG than he's ever made on Solana ever. He made thousands off of that. In fact, he he gave a tip to the guy who shilled it to him in the chat.
The thing with the FWOG though is, if I have the right one, the volumes are low now.
Yeah, I
And
mean, it
people
was
are
doing Fat
dumping.
Bank a while back.
So like,
It's not bad.
yeah. I mean, yeah, it's not bad. It's just that what are we looking at? We're looking at. But I mean, I leave it up to you guys. But I do like the uh dirty T, your high volume tight
Let's do 4
kind of play.
positions. We
Yeah.
have 20,000 left to allocate. We
Yeah.
can split it into 4 different positions, and then
Great.
we test a bunch of different LP strategies. So
All right.
Alex, Alex, I'm going to have him decide what we should do for that price range. Does someone want to volunteer to choose our LP strat for cat dog?
I don't know. That one is like 4K volume in the last 5 minutes.
We want to veto cat dog. Well, Mario,
Yeah.
Mario might ask that represents a similar LP strategy where we can do kind of like a tight range and try and see what kind of fee generation we can do with that. And again, if we decide to veto it, we'll just not open that position. So that's also a good decision.
Yeah, I think we're vetoing your cat dog, but yeah, maybe we can find another alternative where
okay.
we could do that same sort of strategy.
I'm down
Alex,
for Nero.
Alex, what do you want for your range on FWOG?
Is it possible to set up position?
So where's your bottom on your one-sided soul, Alex?
They're good fishing. I've never personally fished them, but I know like black leeches and crawfish.
I'm not
All right,
sure
we
if
need a
Alex
bottom
is
of the
trying
range though.
All right, so let's look at the chart here. So we have early support here at 0.15 and more recent support here at 0.16. I'm not sure if Alex is assuming the price is going to go up or down. I don't think he's designated that, but we could do a one-sided from here, assuming the price is going to go up.
I would do one-sided to 1-1 in Seoul and call it a day. We already spent like 2 hours setting up the first one. We need some action.
Yeah.
1-1.
So to what price point, Mario?
To 1-1
All the way
in
down
Seoul. Sorry, in Seoul.
in Seoul.
I'm watching it Seoul 1-5 to 1-1 single-sided and call it a day.
Yeah, 1-1 you should have.
Why do y'all think this is going to go down in price?
It's been
Because
ranging.
of the overall like crypto situation, you know, the markets and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think anything will have a
Fair.
major pump today.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm getting thirsty.
All right.
Well, so I'm going to play devil's advocate here. If we assume the price is going to go down and we do a single-sided soul down to 0.11, what is our exit? Because if we just buy these coins as the price is descending and then close it and then sell the coins, we're just going to lose money.
No, you wait for it to go down and then go back up when you're in profit.
So we're assuming.
And then you
that-
could flip it. You could flip it or flatten it.
Sure. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do a proper like technical analysis. So we're assuming that the price is going to go down. We're going to assume that the bottom is at 0.111 or so. And then from there, we want to wait for it to go back up. We're assuming that's going to be the bottom and we're going to see the price go up from there. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's reasonable. You can see it dipped. People are pushed it back up, you know. Well, I mean, I don't know if they'll do it again, but
You did see a lot of support here. And then once again, we saw support here at this price range.
I guess the question is like, well, is it gonna go down before peaking and then
It's actually coming down while we're talking. Yeah.
just fucking go, man. Everyone's
Yeah,
like
it's
go.
coming. It's already coming down.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do a bid ask one-sided down to 0.10. And then our strategy is to close and reverse it and do another single-sided bid ask with the tail at top end, going back up to where we're at now. Is everyone okay with that? Or Mario, do you want to do 0.11?
You could
Well,
even go spot when you flip
Yeah,
it back.
I would go spot and
Yeah.
flip it to bid ask if it goes down, but I would go tighter. I would go for 1-1 because we don't have much time. The session has been going for quite a while already.
Yeah.
We're going long time, a lot of talk.
So
Not much
start
action.
bid ask, and then when it gets to, you know, when it gets deep into our range, instead of putting it in a bid ask back the other way, do it in a spot so you can generate fees. I mean, I guess you could do bid ask back the other way. It doesn't. That's our hypothesis, right? It's going to get back up to where it was, so we could do bid ask back the other way.
Why not just do a hybrid? Do half spot, half bid ask.
Yeah, you could do that too.
Cool.
I'm kind of in agreement with Alex on the chat. It's one side spot and then just add the shitcoin fees back in. Or you could even add them in the bid ask.
So
Let's get the bin screen here.
so this is one-sided bid ask from here down to one.
We can't see your screen, Ben.
We
You
can
can't
now.
see
We
my-
can.
We're looking at dirty
Oh,
D.
switch tabs.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
go
stopped
from
sharing
here
screen.
to 1-1 and then shorten the top range so you can compound the fees but make it tighter. So for example, go for like 165 for the top range, so it compounds the fees in that range, top range.
Oh, like this?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
would
but
be
switch
that would
to
probably
spot.
be good.
You want me to switch to spot?
Yeah.
So you want me to go spot this way, one way down?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a one-way trip.
Sweet. I'm gonna call this the Alex
And then
strat.
flip it to bid ask when it goes up or something?
Yeah, when it
No.
goes down,
Yeah.
flip it to bid ask.
Yeah, put your whatever FWOG you earn, put that in the bid ask. So we got a deposit finally.
Got it. Okay.
Skull.
Maybe you need to double your drink in there. Heavy metal.
Yeah, I know, man. Well, a lot of talk, man. We need to get some money in.
No, I think I know that it's like really fun to like open positions,
Yeah.
but I do think it's like important that we do this well. Like
Yeah.
this, we're literally
I agree
investing
about it.
Well, I
$50,000
mean, yeah,
right now.
it's important to talk about it, but you know, I mean, we need to
No,
get.
but like the absolute worst thing that you can do when trading is to rush into a position because you're eager to open a trade. That's like, in my experience, that's like one of the worst things that you can do. And I think like, I know like everyone wants to have fun and we want to open positions, but I think we need to acknowledge like the core theme of this, which is like education and like trying to put good content out there that educates people and not like motivates people to investing like 5K with no like real thought behind it or more.
Yeah,
Well-
I'm with you. I'm with you, Dirty D. Like you know,
Well,
I think it's good. I think it's good to learn
I
this.
think one of my points here is that I mean, we need to find the right balance here because these sessions can't last 5 hours.
Yeah.
Why? I mean, I guess everyone else has lives. Everyone else has lives to live.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I mean, look, yeah, well, first of all, if anyone needs to pop off or go, please do. Like, don't, you know, I know we have long sessions. You know, that's I do think we can improve the format. Maybe the way we do it is we limit the you know, we do one strategy, you know, or two strategies, right? Versus like a number of them, or we do that in the core session. If people want to stay and do an extended thing with more strategies, they can. I actually want to try the rest of Dirty D's your strategy. I want to do the Yeah, I want to do it with the other tokens too, with the like because I think that's how we won the first time. Honestly, the one session where we had profit was like your prediction turned out to be right. And so I think like um
I am Nostradamus. I just want everyone to know that. I
no,
have
I
been
mean
hiding
like
it. I want it
yeah.
to be known now.
No.
Just
Well,
kidding.
also like I mean there's some level of the thing is too, I think the thing is that like it's not just about prediction, it's about like I think if you have a strong thesis, like I don't think the timing like I waited, by the way. Like I didn't like it didn't happen like right away, right? I was like I was just willing to be like ride it out and see, And so like if I got twitchy and be like, ah, fuck it, like, I don't think it would have worked, right?
Yes.
And so I do think it's important to like because like if you're rolling the dice, you might just get out before like you just
Profitable trading occurs. Profitable trading occurs when you use the information available to you to make decisions, and you make good buys over time. Because we
yeah.
can never predict the future, but if you're always buying coins at low points and at known low points, and you're always trying to sell them at known high points, and you're doing that in a disciplined manner, you have a much better chance of winning. Um, I think so. The next
Yeah.
strategy that I thought would be really interesting is essentially trying to trading that occurs on a reversal. So like we're looking at, we'll call it the real Nero. We don't know which one is real, but or I don't know which one is real. But so in this first amount of price action, and this was when it just launched, we saw a bunch of volatility, but we're gonna ignore this first little pump. We
Oh
come
wait,
to our top.
hold up. I want to look at who are you sharing your screen? Let me look at your
I'm
screen.
sharing my screen, yeah.
Okay, let me turn off my screen then, so people can see your screen. All right, cool.
So we have our peak here.
Oh,
We
actually,
came down to the 0.5 to the 0.618 levels. And so what I'm interested in doing is seeing if we can capture fee during this intermediate volatility. So the assumption is that this is going to go down over time. It might go up and have a new top after this, but usually what happens is, especially if you have like a big push up like this, people are going to be taking profits. You have a big dump. What happens here is you have the eager and excited people who are thinking that this coin is going to go up forever, and then they buy this dump, and then once again the sellers take over because a lot of people here, everyone is in profit, and so people are closing in profit. This is where the smart people are taking profit. This right here is dumb money. This is dumb money buying, assuming that the price is going to continue going up, and they're providing liquidity for now the second group of profit takers. And so this would be like a pretty advanced or complicated trade because we're assuming that this is going to stay in this region for a period of time. But if we don't close it at the right time, we're likely to take a loss because, again, using this kind of like normal price action hypothesis, it's going to go outside of our range to the bottom. And so with our current price action, what we see is a similar formation. This is less volatile because it's done with less volume, but we're now in this reversal where people are taking profit from this move upwards. And so what I'm assuming is going to happen is we're going to get close to this 0.5 range. We're going to see a move up and then a second move down to this 0.618 or to this 0.786. So what I'd like to test is opening a position between the probably like close to the 0.618 or in between the 0.618 and the 0.382. We want to see it move down into our range and then move up again out of our range. And we close it after this intermediate top. And so that's what I think an interesting LP would be.
yeah, let's go for it. I think it's great. This analysis is great, by the way, dude. I would just recommend everyone really pay attention. This is pretty awesome stuff. All right. I see. And this is like what like a 30-minute 1 hour play or something, you think?
Yeah, so let's look at the last time. So we have our top here at 8:15. We have our first bottom at 11:45. our second top at 1500. So this took 7 hours for this first cycle, and then about 7 hours for the second cycle. So I would say that this is a position that you might, it's the one you're going to have to manage, because again, like if we get this assumed move, but then we don't close it, it goes down again, there goes all of our profits.
Yeah.
I would say this is probably like a 4-hour move, give or take,
Okay.
1 to 2 hours.
All right. I think, what do you think about doing do you want to try this a 50 bin step 0.4 fee? There's a pool.
The low fees?
Yeah, or do you want to do there's an 80 bin step 1%?
I say let the instructors in chat make that decision.
I would say, let's see, 1 hour. I mean, the volume. So actually, the way I look at it is like, okay, how much volume? If this is a 4-hour thing, right? And there's, let's say,
How's it going, guys?
4, 3, 6. Maybe there's 6 million in volume to be had in 4 hours total, and
And I
then we.
stop my screen share if you want to pull yours up.
Oh, yeah. Sure. So there's so I mean, I guess the way I think about it again is like, look, there's for this coin, there's 10 million in 6 hours. Maybe in the next 4 hours you get like 6 million in total. You know, I'm roughly estimating thing. What is the total liquidity? There's 2 million in liquidity. We'll put in 5. I mean, I don't know how concentrated that thing is. Oh, it's probably not concentrated at all. I guess it depends on how much we think we could get with our 5K in we're gonna do, I guess, 5K on this thing. So 5K concentrated. I guess in this case I would just probably, sorry.
I'm going to defer to your judgment, Ben, because you know more about the bin steps than I do.
Well, lower bin step, I mean, it's simple. Lower bin steps is just more volume.
Yeah.
So like
Why
that's
don't-
it. That's just,
We have enough liquidity that we can make our own pool. Why don't we do 80 bin step 0.8 fee and see if we can steal all of the volume from.
I mean, there is one already, so
there is one already.
so we could do that. Yeah.
I think that would be interesting, because what we can do is we can just take like a snapshot of the volume for both of those pools, and we can, after we close our position, see if we were able to effectively steal a lot of volume from the other pool.
Yeah. Wait, let's see. Hold up. This thing is priced at 0.03. Oh no,
Make sure
sorry.
you convert it to SOL.
Yeah. Okay, it's pretty close. So
Is this the right Nero? This is the pump.
is this the right?
Fun one? This is the pumped up fun one. Is this the right one we want?
Check.
Yeah, CTG.pump. That's
Yep.
the one.
This
That's
is
currently
CTG
up.
30.
Because the real Nero ends in UL.
Oh, I think that there's 2 Neros. There's this
Yeah.
one,
Yes.
but then there's this so there's this one, then there's this other one.
Yeah, that one is the legit one. It ends, I think, if it ends in UL.
Oh, this is also CTG.
Yeah,
CTG.
that's
No,
the
that's
correct-
CTJ.
CTG.
That's the correct Nero.
Yeah.
I would like to do both of them if we're okay with it, because they both represent various strategies that we can show.
Yeah, I'm down. Let's go for it. Let's do it. All right, I mean, this is the one you were doing the analysis on anyway, right? So so this one, so you said that
and do a one-sided
What is someone
spot.
doing? Yeah. The whole thing?
No, so the price range that I came up with was 00021 to 0000216. And so what we're doing here is we're trying to capture that
The
short-term
downward.
bottom. Yep.
Okay.
We're assuming
And-
that there's going to be an uptrend from there. And then what you should probably do is on your phone or something like that, set an alert for when for that top end of that range. So because if we go all the way down and back up and capture all those fees, and we can close it with no impermanent loss and just the fee generation, that's like a perfect trade in my opinion.
Okay. Cool. Let's do this thing. And spot is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Heavy metal. You're just like, I just need a drink, bro. Just need
Yeah.
a drink.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our
Hit
goal
that
is
fucking
to
button.
help him drink more.
I love it, dude. I love both of you, man. It's great. We need. Fuck it. Maybe I'll drink, man. Fuck it.
Hell
I'm gonna
yeah.
have a fucking drink.
The
Good.
bearded bandits balancing each other out.
That's it, man. There we go. Just so you know, I'm not gonna get on camera, but I'll toast to your drinking.
What are you having? What are you having?
It's oh wow, jeez, it's a whiskey.
Whiskey. All right. I've got this thing. It's called Monkey Shoulder Scotch.
Oh,
Just bought that
actually,
one.
my favorite whiskey is that I drink. Well, not that I drink a lot, but it's Michel Cuvier overaged malt whiskey. So it's really
Wow.
nice, actually.
Wow. Is that like Pinky Out whiskey or?
No. I just like things that taste well, and they don't have to be pinky out, man.
Yeah, you got a failed transaction there.
Okay, let me try. Man, wow. That means you drink again when it
Well,
finally
no,
succeeds.
you got to get the deposit in, man.
Okay.
Get
Oh,
the
you've been
deposit.
waiting?
Yeah,
Did I
wait,
front
there
run
we
you?
go.
I just did it, man.
Scott.
Heavy Metal Cook's more on point than all of us.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah. There
That's
you
good.
go. Yeah.
need to get some more fees so I can get some better whiskey.
Yeah, there you go. This one's not that bad. I mean, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
But
What was it called again?
Michel Cuvier 12-year overaged malt whiskey.
Okay.
It's actually aged in I think it's aged in like used wine oak cask or something. So it's a
Yeah.
really interesting taste. It's really nice.
Okay.
I like finding really nice things, you know.
Yeah. I'd like to get some Lagavulin 16, but that stuff's expensive. So let's make some fees.
Make some peace.
Let's make some fees. I sold my soul
Oh,
To the
don't say
fees.
that.
for Meteora.
Don't say that.
All right, so let's try the other Nero then. So the other Nero,
Yep. I'll put the address in chat.
to this one.
By the way, everyone who's watching this, I'll link it again, but we have a form up for those of you who want to
Yeah, I threw that out there.
record your responses.
Geez, everyone is printing. This bin step 2%. It's doing well. Oh, these are all high fee ones too. Or not a high bin step.
And Dirty
think-
D, you're sharing to the hosts. I sent that over to everyone.
Oh. Whoops.
Sorry.
Thank you, sir.
Photo Magic, you sell your soul. It's on clearance. Man, if I could get my amp to work, I actually did write a small little song, but
Oh shit, seriously?
yeah, I can't get it to work.
Oh my God.
It just makes noise. I mean, I got my bass, but you guys probably can't hear me whacking on it.
No, Key, we can't hear you. But bro, we should make you a meme coin, man. You could be me. Then you get all the fees. Get all the fees.
I'm fucking down. I can't tell you how down I am. I'm fucking in. Do it.
And I'm gonna grab the screen real quick and talk a little bit about this coin.
Yeah.
So this is Nero. I'm gonna pull up the USD chart and the Sol chart. So this
Let me
is the
stop my share.
USD, and I think because Sol
Okay.
price action has been so crazy recently, I think when we're looking at the Sol charts, it doesn't really designate accurately the true price action of the coin. But like we saw a bunch of volume here at the front, a bunch of volatility. It peaked at almost 100 million. Yeah, 100 mil. And then we've had a long bleed off here. So like here, what we're seeing is what I'm going to say is a strong bottom. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4 days or so at this 10 to 15 million range. And then most recently in the last 5 hours, we saw a big uptrend. And so I guess our hypothesis here is that this coin is going to have a second leg. What I would say for a good LP is put our bottom down here, do a little bit of Sol underneath in case we have another little bit more downward movement. We want to put our stop loss at this 10 mil because if it goes below this, we've got to assume that our hypothesis was wrong and we don't want to just bleed value over time. And then we can put our top of the range here around 40 mil. And so we have a top here, which showed people tried to start an uptrend here, and this is where we saw selling action. And then here also at 50 million, we saw another similar movement where the sellers took over at this 50 mil. So if we put maybe like 70%, 70, 80% of our capital in here, and then we push it up to maybe 3, 4, 3, 5, because usually in my experience, if you try and get all the way to the top, other people see this and they start selling before it gets here. And so we might get there, we might get close, but we're probably going to see some selling off around this 40 million mark. So I would do an 80-20. I would do 20% underneath, 80% above. And then we put our stop at like 10 to 12 million. If it goes down there, then we probably want to close. I don't know how many people are left in the discussion to have
No,
a discussion.
people have hung out, man. They're hanging. Flog pump, can you check it? Oh,
What does chat think? So I know a lot of people here to learn, but it's also really important for y'all to share your opinions because that's like the best way to learn.
By the way, Flog did pump, so we got all our soul.
Wait.
Or we pumped. I forgot what were we doing with Flog?
The opposite
is...
of that. That's okay though.
We made some fees. I don't know.
How'd we do, Ben?
We made we made 689 Flog and 0.0 like 0.1 soul in fees.
2 for 2, baby. We're 2 for 2 so far today. Honestly, like
yeah, re-add your Flog back in. Your
re-add the Flog.
Yeah.
All right. I'm claiming fees.
We can't
but the Flog, we're out of range. I mean, we're not in let me just share my screen so you guys see. So all right, yeah. I just claimed the fees.
Yeah, you can put it in.
I can add the Flog in, but I mean we're out, like it's in within range, but I don't have anything. Should I just add it from where it is now all the way? I mean I could do that. I could do that if I don't know if people want me.
Alex says rebalance.
What? Rebalance?
That's what he says. Rebalance. Same again. Add Flog fees. Same strategy again. Rebalance.
Oh, rebalance?
That's what he says.
So we'll just have a little bit on top, and then we'll go for the same strategy, trying to catch that downward movement.
I'm sorry. When you say rebalance, we're not. I thought we were trying to catch it going down again, or.
I think that's what he means. He just wants you to add that little bit that we've earned as fees on top.
Oh, but it's tiny. It's like.
It is tiny.
Yeah. It's like this little tiny bit. You sure?
He says withdraw 100% and add again, which that makes a point that'll fill your
So-
gap
so
there.
You want to fill the gap here? and
Yeah,
catch
so
it
just
back?
do a withdrawal. Yeah, wake up. I'm just about the only one drinking, but that's all right.
What are you talking about, man? I just had a sip.
Well, you had a sip.
I had an espresso earlier.
I'm feeling a little bit more, I think.
This is what we want.
All right, cool. Yes.
Yeah,
I really
wake up
can't
your-
drink. My brain stops working. Not working, but I don't know. Like I wouldn't be able to do this TA stuff.
Well, you see,
Wake is out here with the real alpha of never
For me,
drinking LP.
it's not my money, so
No, that's totally cool. I need people who just degen my money, and I need people who are gonna like strategize and learn with. So it's cool.
yeah. So Alex, how do you say cheers in Bulgarian? You said Nazdrav. Did I get that right? Nazdrav.
Oh, that's interesting. It came back in. Okay. All right. Cool. Awesome.
Nazdrav, my
So-
friends. Ah,
Are we in range again?
Yeah, we're in range again. It's picking up. So we're picking up some fog, and yeah. Okay. Cool. We made 26 in fees.
Then
$26.
if we dip down into our range and we
Yeah.
come back out of our range on the top side,
Hmm.
please close this so
Okay.
that we don't so that we don't end up with a bunch of fog and you just have to like sell at spot at a loss.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Yes. I'm with you. Actually, I'll make a note. I'm gonna make a note of this thing.
Because it's not a bad strategy. Like
Yeah.
we have volatility in this range. There's like a good chance, like, because there's always going to be people selling, so there's a good chance it will drop down into our range, and then like based on current price action, it's probably going to keep going up, but eventually it'll also probably go down again, and it might go down through our range, and then we get stuck with a bag of something that I'm sure that you're not trying to like meme trade like full time, and so it's just one of those LPs that you want to make sure you manage properly and you close when it's profitable and you don't wait and give up all your profits.
All right, I'm down. And then this one here, the SCF, this is just
Let's
more.
go.
oh, sweet. Half a soul.
Yeah, we're like up $1,000. No, we're up $1,000. Look at the total liquidity.
Oh yeah, total. I mean, the price has gone up, right? So
Yeah.
price is up here. We're printing fees. Yeah, so the price is
You
moving
could
up.
even like reclaim those and put those back in. But just the SCF.
Just the SCF.
Yeah. That's always whenever I'm doing a meme, that's always my strat. I never add the soul back in. Only add the memes because
Guys,
I mean, if nothing else, if that thing like just shit the bed, then at least I walked away with something, you know.
can we open the Nero position now? Because the price
Oh,
action is
Is
juicy.
juicy. Okay,
It's
so
doing, yeah, it's doing exactly what we want.
wait. Sorry. This is which Nero's? This is this Nero or the first
CTG.
Nero?
I'll add it. I'll add this CA in chat again.
I think it's this guy here. Gee. Oh no, we were in Nero. We did go in Nero.
Yeah, you
You
got
opened that
that
one?
one. It's the
I
other
did. I
one.
did. Yeah, we did. The CTG one we did. So this one,
Oh, beautiful.
yeah. Oh, it's already come down into the into
Yep.
the.
Yeah,
Yep.
look at that. I'm making some
In
money.
So it's coming down
Ah.
right into the thing. So that's
Yes,
working
we're at
too.
138%
We might get into some butter
daily
eating money.
return. Bro, we're gonna need or truckloads of butter for you, Heavy.
Hey,
I hope your cholesterol is on point because
dude,
we're eating butter.
I'm healthy like a fucking ox,
We're-
dude.
We're gonna inject butter, bro. We're gonna inject butter.
Yeah. Dude, my diet is like meat, dairy,
He's a
Yes.
carnivore.
mostly it.
So I'd like to open
what's
our
up?
last Nero position then. I'm gonna
Okay,
add
and
the
so that's
CA
the
chat again.
yeah, so that one
CTJ instead of CTG.
CTJ. Right, that was this one here, right? So this is so I'm just doing it from CTJ. Okay, CTJ.
Somebody asked in chat if they're getting pizza. I think one of these days we should add a line item in the form of people's address, and then we just spam Domino's pizza to their house with profits. I don't
Yeah.
even care if they're hungry. They're getting pizza.
They're getting
at
pizza.
random hours of the day.
Pizza party.
Can we build a pizza bot that automatically converts Soul profits into Domino's pizza?
Awesome.
That would be great. That would be fucking great. Dude, that could be a meme coin.
Right?
What if you
That could be a
programmed
meme
it?
coin.
You programmed it so the liquidity is locked, and then all of the fee generation instantaneously gets converted into pizzas.
Oh
That
my
would be
god.
great. That's one of the wonderful things about the cryptocurrency ecosystem is that you just have people with like excess capital and silly, somewhat stupid creative ideas implementing them for the purpose of lols. And that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, for sure. No, I love it. Why is this chart
Yeah,
always
Bitcoin
weird?
pizza.
Bitcoin, that's right. Uh,
That's
it'd be
our
funny
other.
though if it was just Domino's, because I think Domino's could be a meme too. I don't know. All right,
That's the Nero
so
that we're already in, Ben.
this is the near. Oh, sorry, Matt. Are you sure? Wait,
Yep.
this is CTJ. This is
Oh, never mind.
CT. No, this is
I was
CTG.
wrong. I was wrong. You
Yeah,
were just
yeah.
in a different time frame from me.
Oh, yeah. I'm just trying to figure out what yeah what for this one CTJ.
Go ahead and switch over to the soul denomination on your chart.
Oh, yep.
And can you zoom out just a little bit so we can see a bit more of the price range? So I was watching this earlier. This was my alpha of the session, and I saw a lot of whales buying big clips. That's where we can see like that really big run up. So that's why I think that we're going to see an upward movement from here. Again, this is my hypothesis, but
Mhm.
anytime, like I was checking, sometimes what I'll do is I'll look at the transactions and I'll look at their wallets on Soul Scanner. And like, if I see people with like 100K wallets buying, I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool. And then if I see like a lot of times I'll see like with whales, or I'll see people cycling funds from other big meme coins into a coin. I'm like, okay, they probably know something that I should know, and I'm going to use that as part of my analysis.
Hmm. Yeah,
So you
people
see
love
that
watching.
first,
Yeah. Go
you see
ahead.
that first little range at like the 0.10 to 0.12, a little bit further back in time.
This what do you mean? This thing?
Yep.
One.
So that's where I put our bottom at.
Okay. Oh, you think it'll go back all the way to all the way down here, huh?
It might, but and that's only like a 5 to 10% move. Or excuse me, it's like a 30% move that goes all the way down there.
Yeah.
But so for
Mhm.
this trade, I would do 20% underneath in Sol. We're going to use our 80-20 rule. I
Yep.
don't know if it's relevant in crypto, but a lot of people say that 80-20 rule is a good rule. So we could do like 20% underneath and then 80% on top. If you
Okay.
wanted to be more conservative, you could do 40% underneath and 60% on top. Let's let chat vote on it. Chat, this is your responsibility. Y'all should vote if we should do 40% underneath or 20% underneath.
Let me do a poll then. What is this?
23.3%. That's the magic number.
Wait, what are the choices? 20% under, 80% over. What's the other one?
No, either
40%?
20% under or 40% under. So we're just deciding how much kind of like lower end liquidity we want to provide. We got 2 votes for 40, 2 votes for 20, 1 for 23.3. I would say we'll just split
Oh,
the
interesting.
difference.
I also launched the poll too, but anyway.
And it says, why are you here? I want to get fees from Ben. I want to burn Ben's money.
Can I kick anyone who says they want to burn my money?
Yes.
Okay.
Boot 'em.
No, I'm kidding. It's okay. I want to burn my money. It's all right. I love all you guys.
I personally want to make money.
Yeah.
That's just me.
I need some more money
What?
for whiskey.
The heck? Oh, you front run my poll then. I wanted to get fees from Ben. I wanted to burn Ben's money. All right, well, let's decide the 80-20 thing, man. What's going
Let's
on?
do it.
Let's just
Well,
do
hold
30.
on. You got to end this poll. Let me end this poll here. Okay. Share results. That's cool. Wait, but I want to do the what the heck? Hold on.
That's an
Let
old
me-
poll.
What?
That's an old poll.
Oh, was it? Oh, was it? Oh
It's
shit.
just
Why is it-
asking, why are you here? I want to get fees from Ben. I want
Oh
to
yeah,
burn Ben's money.
Oh, I don't know what happened, man.
I don't know either.
Ben, before you open the poll, can you do a DCA into Nero? We can
Yeah.
start that going.
Yep.
You could just do a 60% DCA, and then if we decide to do the 80%, you can just have the last bit.
Okay. All right. 22. And then we're doing this Nero here, right? So this Nero.
Also, everyone in the chat, please pray that our other Nero position dumps heavily, approximately 20%, and then instantly rebounds outside of our range, leaving us with healthy profits. So I'll go ahead and take a moment to pray to let's all pray to Doge, King Doge, giving
King
us
Doge.
the mad profits. It's actually doing like exactly what we want right now.
Oh, you guys,
back in dark range.
everyone is. We have some good. The 40-60 is winning slightly. We have some pretty responsible folks in this chat.
Yes, Ivan, you should pray to smoking chicken fish, but that's assumed. I thought everyone already knew that.
What is a chicken fish anyway? Is that like a goose?
No, it's I think an aquatic chicken, a
Oh.
hybrid animal.
Oh. That's way less funny.
I think it's great. Have you seen the picture that they have for the
Nah.
meme? It's literally a chicken with a fish head smoking a cigarette.
Right on.
I remember when this first came out, so like I'm still like understanding the meta culture of memes. And I'm like, how would someone invest in something of this nature? And I watched it all the way from like 10 or 20 million, and people kept buying it. I'm like, bro, what the heck? Why are people doing this?
Why does anybody buy any kind of meme? Sometimes it's
Because
just for
they
the
think
lulz.
it will be worth more. No, I think it's because they think it will be worth more.
Well, you know, there's that too, but sometimes it's just funny.
I mean, you know, I haven't posted about this, but we're I've talked a little bit to some folks. You know, to me, and this has been said by a lot of people, but already, but you know, like we're like memes is like the apex of the attention economy.
Yes.
And so like it's the absolute, like, you know, where people can sort of financialize that attention. And like to me, I don't know, that's it. Like actually a really good example that I've shared with folks is that there's this one YouTube channel that's like blown up, and it's this guy who like he's a lawnmower, and he mows people's lawns for free.
For free. Yep.
Yeah, I've
But the
seen that
guy has like millions of fucking subscribers or something.
Yeah.
And this to me is like the perfect example of like we've reached a threshold of this attention economy. Because think about it, like the classic idea, the classic role of a lawnmower is you pay you get paid to it's a service. You get paid to mow someone's lawn. But I'm pretty sure this guy is making more money doing it for free to create
Yes.
content to get views to then like make money, you know?
Yeah, he's not
It's
dumb.
And it's like
beautiful.
we're in this world. Like who would have thought like, I don't know, like watching someone like mow some lawn is actually entertaining and worth something, and someone is making money on the views on that shit. And that to me is like this like crazy thing that's disrupting this whole thing, right? Like that's just like a nutty. And imagine that business model. It's like totally disrupting. Like, well, shit, man, he's doing it for free. Everyone else is charging, and he's making more money than all those other guys. Like it's
What if he-
crazy.
What if he could create like a legitimate large scale business completely oriented around cutting people's grass for free? And he outcompeted the intrinsic or the incumbent lawn mowing companies. That'd be so beautiful.
Are we done with the poll?
Anyone see Rosen's comment in chat? Token called "Fuck Mondays."
Yeah.
Take a look at it.
Yeah. Well, let's get this one in. So we're 40 under, 60 over. Make deposit.
Oh wow, it actually looks kind of like a cool coin.
That's a good question, Photon Magic. How does he get that? I don't know, man.
So Ben, I put your bottom range at 000105.
Slippage reached. Oh no.
It's because Ben has like 0.002 on his slippage, like the ultra conservative. Oh, he's got it on auto right now.
Yeah. We swapping, Ben? Dang. There we go. Got it. Glad's back.
Guys are still at it, huh?
We're still at
Yeah,
it.
we're crushing it right now.
Ben, I don't know if you're talking, but you're on mute.
Oh, sorry, guys.
You've
I
been
was
just
on.
chattering away this whole time?
Yeah, I've been chattering away, like talking shit. All right. Where should we be? We want to capture fees though. Look, I recommend. I don't. Wow, some interesting pools here.
Ben, which do you think would be best? Thinking
Sorry,
on
what
all of
what was
this.
your strategy? Your strategy on this one was, say again, like it was a concentrated range on the
No,
on
this is one where I think we're going to, if our trade goes successful, we're going to earn more from the token sale than we will via fee generation.
okay.
I think we've decided we're going to do the 40% under, and that will allow us a little bit of like flex room underneath. But we want to do a pretty wide range ultimately.
I think like a 200, 2%, like something like this might be fine. 250, 200 maybe. Actually lower is always good. So wait, any 2%, 100 bin step 2% would work probably. Yeah, I don't know. Let's do 102%. This is pretty good. Okay, and so we all right, what's our range?
000 105.
000. Oh, is that the top end?
Gotta be.
No, that's our bottom end.
That's our bottom, 000.
Yeah, because you're essentially at 0001 right now. You're just barely under 0001. And for the top, I think we should do 00023. And
Okay.
I would do half spot and half bid ask.
Man, this is two positions.
Yeah, it's gonna be two positions. Let's do but it's okay. Let's do let's do autofill. So half spot bananas. I think we do it this way.
Oh, yeah.
And then we do spot afterwards.
We already failed.
Yeah. Why did it fail? Oh, no.
Moose Marina up at Georgetown tonight.
Slippage tolerance.
Yeah.
Moose Marina at Georgetown.
All right, let me try again.
All of our trades are doing so well right now. It's freaking sweet.
Nice. All right, so we said 000 105 and 00023.
Yep.
And
That's gonna split it into two positions.
yeah. Actually, we did a little higher bin step. It would be a 1, but I don't care. I don't care. I think it's
Well, the only problem is your
Yeah.
one of your positions is gonna have a sawtooth pattern.
oh right, it does that weird thing. Let me see.
Yeah.
Let's see. I really wish we fixed that one.
Yeah.
Um,
It really limits what you can do with bid ask with over multiple positions. I mean, you have to kind of try to do it manually, which is a pain in the ass.
yeah. Yeah. Um, let me try to get that one fixed. I don't know. I want to finish our scaling issue thing, the refactoring scaling, but we can take a look at it.
Ben, are you writing all the code for Meteora?
No, I don't write any code, man.
All right, it's time to drink. Salute.
So salud. Oh, dude, actually, I've just been drinking nonstop.
Oh yeah, awesome.
I've just been sipping. I forgot that we have to wait. All right, so anyway, all right, so
Yeah, so your upper position unfortunately is gonna be that. Yeah. So
That's
Oh no,
all
but
right.
we're adding spot to it anyway. So
oh, that's true. That's true.
it's okay. It'll be all right. It'll be
Yeah,
all
yeah.
right.
You can
I'll
maybe
just add spot to it.
add the spot there first.
Yeah. So we've added so two. Oh, so we have another. Okay, so we have basically. I don't know how much. Actually, I don't even know what the what numbers should we be doing. Like, fuck me. This should be all soul. And wait, how much Nero do I have left? I have. Actually, this is really good. Now that we're doing this, I'm like, wow, I need to like there's a lot of math I still have to do here. This is
We do need to check on our other positions.
I've been looking at them. FLOG's up. I'm pretty certain it's out of our price range. SCF is crushing it right now. I think we're just printing fees there and our price is up. And the first Nero is above our price range. I'm hoping we can get another dip down in and out and then probably close that one.
this should be. I think this is. I think we end up. Wait, this thing is. What? This is in Nero. Oh, wait a second. Sorry. So this is in. This we do spot. This is in.
If you put like 60K spot in this one of the Nero,
Wait,
why does it do that?
60K?
Yeah, and then the 20K for the top position.
Oh, sorry. This is like. Wait, sorry. So how much Nero in 60K in the top? Is it?
I think it's
20K in the.
approximately.
So
Yeah,
20K
it's like
here.
20K more on top.
Here. Okay. You sure that's enough? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, so it should be like an equal ratio because we were trying to do half and half, and we had 21 in there, and 20K more is approximately half the initial.
Okay. Oh, correct way to look at it. And then this one is just.
Because that just represents the top, like the top. I think it's the top 20% of the range we're going for. So it shouldn't be up there, unless you just wanted to YOLO and put it all up there.
Yellow, hell yeah, drinking time.
I'm a YOLO kind of guy, so
Bro, do it
which
then,
means
do
I
it.
lose a lot. But
Oh.
then when I win, it wins big. Just gotta know when to win. All right. So
think
okay,
we
so
do.
we've got Nero. So we've got Nero here. We've got this Nero. Oh, we're out. Wow, we're out. We're out.
On
Wait,
Yeah.
FLOG. We're out on both.
should I get
FLOG and
out?
Nero. No, so for this Nero, what I would do is I would hold through one more downtrend, and
Okay.
then ideally it peaks at the top of our range, and then I would close. So I do think we're probably going to get another. I mean, it's definitely on its way down right now. Maybe it
Yeah.
just goes up here, but it's probably going to go down, and then we should be able to close at the top of our range.
Hey Ben, in the chat, there's a link to a community tool to check for open position info. LP for fun. .versel.app.
Yeah.
Just
Please.
let's see what it's about.
I'm not
Oop.
clicking on it. Sorry, Maddox.
You know this person?
Oh no, I mean it's
Yeah, he's posted it before. He posted
it's
it
legit.
in the Discord. It's a really nice tool.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
okay.
really nice tool. It drains your
Someone
balls.
vet the shit.
It automatically converts your soul into pizza. It
Yeah.
does it all for you.
Yeah, he's goose ganger.
Oh, okay, cool, man. So sorry, man. I'm not always
Oh shit, yeah.
I'm not
No,
always in the.
I feel you. No, it's good to be cautious, but yeah, this reminds me of like Center Watch, just with a little bit more info or a lot more info.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's pretty cool. Unclaimed, you can see your unclaimed fees down there in FWOG.
Oh, this is cool. Yeah, this is so cool.
Yep,
So fucking cool.
right.
That's so cool. Holy shit.
Hell yeah.
Nice. I love
Right.
it. The
You said
fuck?
click on the range.
We We need to post about this shit. Is it in the LP Army
Yeah,
sharing?
we did. It's in the share channel.
Oh shit, no, but we need to tweet this shit out, man. We need to. Someone needs to. We got to get our we have our LP Army community on Twitter. Like this is the kind of stuff we should be posting about on Twitter. Like get it out there, you know.
Yeah, click on the range and then
Oh,
click the graph
where-
icon.
Which one?
I don't know, pick one. Wog.
Log range. And click on it.
Yeah, that's what he says. And then
What? Click this
graph
purple thing?
icon. Yeah.
Heck.
And we just ordered 1,700 Domino's pizzas.
So is his name Madx Bug in Discord? Madx Bug? Is that the Discord name or something else?
Why? Oh, it's the overall summary, and then okay, because you have more than one position. So this is one position that has the. Sweet. Oh, actually, that means then for the one that has like Nero that has the a lot of positions. Oh, it's only doing. Wait, hold on. So then I could do this.
Welcome to the LP Army, Madx Bug.
And then so you have the overall. Wait,
Shit, fuck it, I'll drink to that.
wait a second. This is only one position. Hold up. This is Nero? What the fuck is this?
It's for you, Madx Bug.
Wait, how do I wait? Hold
Sure,
on.
brother.
You have to click on this thing to. Oh, it'd be nice if you could see more than one position. It looks like you should be able to, but I think oh, do you have to select the whole thing and then you do this? I'm like trying to figure out his UI. What is this?
Click on the range in each individual position.
Okay, here we go. Okay. So oh, that's cool. So now if I have more than one position, I can see the overall. Oh, we're in red, man. What is this thing? Nero Soul.
Oh, we're getting there.
Okay. Anyway, so that's this thing that's out of range. What? I don't know. No, that's this thing. Oh
We
yeah,
should go through the positions we've opened and do like a summary on them.
yeah. Okay. Using the tool or just
Either.
well, Fog is up again. Actually, his thing tells you, right? Like so, Fog. We're oh, it tells you the pool settings too. That's cool. 2 minutes. I mean, does this tell you the so anyway, Fog, it seems like this is what you wanted, right? I mean, it's gonna dip down and we'll ride it again or something. SCF is looks like total we're doing better. We're doing
Yeah,
good.
we're up like almost $2,000 on that position.
Sorry.
We
So-
started with I think it was like 30K and 500.
Yeah, so
You
Looks
can
like a-
rebalance Fog again if you like. Same thing you did before.
I would close fog, guys. I think it's like, especially unless you're going to manage the position for a long period of time, I feel like we're so much more likely for it to just like go down into our range, and then we're just stuck with
Yeah.
tokens that are worth less than what we paid for
all
them.
right, let's fuck it. Let's do
Yeah,
let's-
become
let's-
community members.
Yeah. I fuck it, man. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Let's stay up. All right. Good call on that. Closing fog. So this is SCF. So total profit. Net profit so far. Yeah, holy shit. What the fuck? Are we gonna are we going to like
Yes,
are we gonna be up
Ben,
again?
we are going to close this in profit.
We're fucking holy shit. People might guys, you guys better be excited, man. Money is gonna be distributed if we're let me what was
Hell
the
yeah.
fog? Let me get that fog out or something. Where is it? I don't know.
Go to the kitchen, get some butter.
Yeah, get a syringe too. Get a,
Yeah. Syringe for what?
For the
you
butter,
inject
baby.
butter, bro.
For the
Oh.
butter.
Well, I don't have any needles.
By the end of the series, Heavy Metal Cook is going to be bathing in butter. We're going to be
Yeah.
ordering
Nothing. What is going
truckloads
on?
of butter to
Thought
his
I-
house.
Right.
He's gonna find all the weight that he lost.
Yeah. That's just more gains, man.
Just more gains.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna get out of fog right now.
Sprinkle
Boom,
some
out of fog.
creatine on my butter.
All right, so we're out of fog. We still have SCF, and we have the two Neros.
Yep.
So according to SCF, okay, we're up. This is fog.
Sorry about that.
Cool. Oh, so Nero down. Both I guess the other Neros are I mean 12 minutes, whatever. And then the other Nero. Just
So Ben, for the Nero, where we're trying to scalp fees on a quick downtrend, I think that's one we should hold at for like 2 to 3 hours.
okay.
We're almost definitely going to see another downtrend. If it just goes up from here, then we should just close. I know we earned like I think it's like half a soul worth of fees, and so that would just be like a little baby win. But if we get another downtrend into our range, then as soon as it gets to the top of our range, I would probably close it and just leave that one as a small little W. And for the second Nero, that's one that I think we should hold for like 6 to 12 hours. That's like if it goes according to our plan, we're probably going to top out 10 hours, 8 to 10 hours from here is what I
Right,
would
because we
guess.
want this to we're looking
We want to price out.
yeah,
We
we want
want
the
to
price down.
essentially just sell our tokens over time for
Yeah.
more than what they're worth and earn sweet fees along the way.
Okay.
And
Oh,
then
and then
for
ride it up
to
again.
finish-
Ride it back up. We're saying in 6 hours it'll ride back up. That's what we're saying.
That's our goal. Yep. Yeah. So essentially just let all the other people who want to buy Nero buy it from us. Over
Yeah,
the
yeah,
next 6 to 8 hours.
yeah. Right. So it hasn't moved much from where we originally went in. So
No.
basically you're right. So it's slow moving. So you're saying, okay, in 6 hours we should see the movement that we want, which is it comes down here and then rides back up. Anytime
Well,
up here,
ideally
we're
it just
probably
goes up.
doing. Oh,
Ideally, it
ideally
just goes up.
it pumps all the way up.
In my mind, the only reason for doing that tail on the bottom is if we have a short-term downtrend in the next like 1 to 2 hours, it allows us to capture fees during that time range. But we don't want the price to go down because the majority of our trade is in Nero.
Is in Nero. Okay. I forgot where we came in at. I think we came in. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's cool. And then uh SCF.
Yeah,
We
that's our big money bag.
yeah, it's
So-
our big money bag. What do we do?
Well, we just wait right now. So there's 3 things that could happen. It could go sideways, which is good. It could go up, which is great, or it could go down, which is not so good.
That's good.
So we have our stop loss.
Stop
I'm gonna
loss.
pull up the soul chart real quick. We designated it earlier, but I think like yeah, what was it? It was like 4.8, 4.6, 4.8. If it gets down to the 0.00045, or maybe even actually, yeah.
I thought we were thinking
I would,
three something, right? Like high threes, because right now the bottom end of our range is at 4.2.
you're right. We had said, I think it was
It
3.8.
was like,
5. Yeah,
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 so-
that makes sense because you want to you want to even if it goes out of range, you want to wait a little bit to see where it's going to go, right?
exactly.
Like
Yeah.
it may come back in and that way and trend back up, and so you don't want to like just you need to wait. You want to put that little buffer outside where you're sure it's going to keep going down, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah,
I would say SCF is something that we hold for like a day.
yeah,
Yeah.
Maybe set a price alert for 0004. And so
Mhm.
we do have the awareness to take that stop loss if it goes down so far. Ben, it's your
Yeah.
money. You can leave it forever if you want to, but that's what I would probably do.
I don't. I'm done with forever. So far, every forever thing has gone to zero. So I
That
learned my
is a common
lesson.
theme in the crypto world.
I learned my lesson. There's no forever.
Yeah, I would set a price alert for 0.004 because that's kind of like the bottom of our range. And if it goes past that, then it's probably oh shit, we took an L. Let's hit our stop loss.
Well,
But
turn on price alerts for that account.
No, you can do it from here, right? Deck screener.
Yeah, you can also do it from Dex Tools.
Oh, actually, yeah, I can do it. It'll definitely do it.
Yeah, when you
can
fall
do
out
it
of range.
full range.
you can do that in Meteora?
Yeah, right
Yeah,
here.
man, you
Yeah,
can
it's
do this.
fucking
I didn't know
awesome.
that.
Yeah, and you can get it through Telegram too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Look, watch me do it. There you go. Telegram.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Man, y'all are sweet. Great functionality.
Yeah, I talked about this last boot camp too.
Yeah. Should let me get my
That thing's awesome, man. It was like, oh shit, my stuff's out of range. Go check it out. Hopefully it pumped.
oh I didn't get a I didn't get a confirmation though. Oh, here it is. Here. Took a little bit. There you go. Boom, notifications on. You can get it through email too.
I mean, that's just all that does is tell you, just for anyone else, all that does is tell you whenever the position is out of range. So whichever side it went to, that is not telling you that, oh, it pumped. It just says you're out
Yeah.
of range on that position. Like if you want to know if it hits a specific price, then you need to use something else, like, Dex Tools or whatever.
Yeah, it would be nice if it told you if it went out of range on the bottom or the top end.
Yeah. Well, I mean, technically you probably want to take action either way, but yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that I'm in that I'm just like, yeah, whatever. It's gonna come back, or, the blue chip stuff or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, true. That's true.
Where like for me, like I've always got my savings account, if you will, in USDC, USDT, and it very rarely leaves range because I keep it real tight. But every now and then it does. I'm like, okay, what's going on? But
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, they're both pegged to the dollar, so
yeah,
it should get within range.
yeah, I don't really worry about that one too much because it's gonna come back.
Okay. Cool. All right. So, well, we have more soul to play with. I think we didn't use up the fourth position, right? So it was no, we did, right? Like
Yeah.
two Nero souls, SCF, and then we did the whatever
We only
the
did 3 at the 5,000 price point.
yeah, three at the 5,000. Yeah. So if you want to do one more, we can. Yeah.
Good.
Any solid ideas?
For with Quag?
We went out of quag or flog with a tiny win.
Okay, so you're out.
I'm gonna get going kind of soon. I'm getting kind of
Yeah.
tired.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think we should force it unless anyone has like a really
Okay.
good idea for a position. I think that's probably a good ending of not taking a position when there's not a good opportunity.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
think it's a good spot to end it.
I think so too. Yeah, this is probably we've gone on. God, this is actually a fucking awesome session. I mean, I think you know, if anything, maybe like maybe what we should do to just for everyone in the audience, uh we have like maybe the panelists or something. We have a quick strategy prep thing beforehand or something. That way we kind of know a bit. We can speed up some of some of the
Just make
some
sure
of the
to set
early
your
strategies.
alarm clock, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did you
Yeah,
read
shoot.
the proposal
Well,
I sent you about
I
LP
think
only
that's
settings?
important. I mean, the TA and everything that we've done, you know, is and the discussion is good and it's important. You know, you don't just like, ah, fuck it, let's YOLO into a coin. That's important. But I think a little bit more pre-planning
Yes.
is going to help because,
Yeah.
you know, I
Yeah.
mean, when you're just talking and you're not LPing, you're not making money and you're not having fun. So let's pre-plan it.
Actually, the thing is, you know what we could do?
And then you do a
Could-
recap.
we I think the thing, the shortcut is like we can do all the talking, but we LP everything first. So we go over the strategy so I can just set up the LPs at the beginning, maybe. And then that way we could talk through the thinking for some of them at least, and maybe that might be worth it. I don't know, some suggestion. I can see pros and cons. I mean, maybe we free flow it. Like we can do half of the capital is like pre-set, and then the other half we discuss and make it open or something like that. That way people feel like, you know, money is being made or something. But
And did you read the proposal I sent you about LP Army?
oh, I skimmed it, man.
It
me,
was saying exactly. It's okay. It's just saying that like if we predetermine our LP strategies and we have those known going into the event, it will kind of
Yeah.
like streamline the event more and there'll be less downtime. That's
Okay.
kind of the main thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what I said.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yep.
I mean, if you're down, we could do it like the hour or 40 minutes before it or something. If that's
Yeah, let's aim to do it like an hour before. Give ourselves
Yeah.
time.
yeah, and I'll just set it up. And then actually, honestly, I can set up everything like the wallet, all the streaming and
Yeah, I
wallets
get all
and-
that stuff ahead of time.
Yeah. I may need someone to like help me like get to that point, but anyway, I thought it was a great session. I think I'll let everyone know what happens afterwards. But if we're up, man, it would be another win, so that'd be pretty insane. So and we'll distribute the winning to sign up for the sheet to participate in the distributions. If we're up, if we made money. So did someone send the link? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Great.
I've put it out there a few times.
Awesome. All right,
Yeah.
guys.
Time.
Thank you. Thank
All right,
you all.
guys. Take care.
Have a good one.
Cheers.
Bye.
Hey Ben, before you go,
Yep.
just watch that first Nero position. If it goes in and out of our range, you should close it after a little bit more fee generation.
Okay. Okay. We'll do.